What is it again?
Richard.
Oh,
Good old Richie.
little Richie. Little Richie.
Little Richie.
I was actually thinking about you and your sibling and your dad. I was like Ryan, Rich, Josh. I feel
Well,
like it should have been another R.
it's because my name is a joke. Like my parents memed me before memes were a thing.
Why? What do you mean? Like because
Okay.
they like the Josh wine?
So there's a show called Dallas, and the main it's a show about like these like oil tycoons, and it's the Ewing family.
It's Dallas.
And so
Is that a show?
one of the big it's a
Yeah.
show. It was a really big show.
Yeah.
Like if you ask anyone over the age of 50, they watch Dallas.
Oh, I think my
And-
parents watched Dallas.
Well, your parents also.
Well, you
We're
said anyone,
cool.
and I'm just saying.
Okay, well,
just saying.
I'll ask them the next time I see them.
Anyone knows Dallas.
Anyways, the big thing about Dallas was who killed JR Ewing. And that's like the big cliffhanger. He's like, oh, they don't know who shot JR Ewing. And so my parents were like, okay, well, we want it to be JR Ewing. So they just made sure that I had a J name and an R middle name and Ewing. So I'm
So-
named after a character.
Wow.
I'm named after the lead singer of Tool.
Fucking Tool.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a tool.
That was your dad's choice, though, huh?
I don't know. Maynard James Keenan. No, my dad wanted to name me Flannel. I'm not joking, dude. I'm not joking.
Yeah, you seem like a flannel.
My dad was like, let's name him Flannel because he was super grungy. My mom was like, let's compromise. We'll name him after the lead singer of Tool. So Maynard James Keenan.
They were they thought I was gonna be a girl. They're gonna have a daughter, and so they wanted to call me Marley after Bob Marley. It's like, that's terrible.
I was going to be McKenna, I think. I don't know why.
I would have been Robin, which is a
Like-
bird.
Correct.
I mean, it's pretty fitting.
It's a bird.
Timothy.
Timothy Robin. No, I think I would have just been Robin. My mom really wanted to name me Clay, like Clay Aiken,
I think I was almost named Mason,
Like the jar?
which kind of fits, honestly.
or
Yeah.
the job, the occupation.
No, yeah. Masonry.
First name Mason, middle name Marie.
Hey, everybody.
I didn't make a noise the whole time.
See?
It was very hard for me not to.
Just want to interrupt so bad.
My podcast.
Oh, it's a big podcast. Well, welcome to episode 18 of What's the Diff, where we bring similar
Yes.
topics and figure out the differences between them. I'm Old Man Josh. With me today is Spry Kid Cully.
Who has a fucking bruised tailbone?
Spry Kid.
Yeah. Okay.
Middle-aged man Keenan.
Yeah, that's fitting.
And with us today is special guest Rebecca Black Lover Spencer.
You missed the whole context behind that, but hi.
No, he just loves Rebecca Black.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
fan.
Sorry, I
I
feel like it's
listened
not
to the
true.
album,
It's not true at all.
Not Friday. I hate Friday. You have to hear her newest album is actually pretty good, you guys. I'm serious. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, those are good songs.
Have an opinion on something we've already discussed, want to hear one of your topics debated, you can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a voicemail at 802-884-3553 or send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com.
You know when you like make a noise and you got to mask the sound?
Jesus Christ.
Nobody noticed.
No one noticed.
Nope.
Well,
Just fix things real quick here.
while you're fixing that, I think I'll give our viewers and listeners and viewers a teaser.
Viewers,
Your
listeners, and
viewers.
viewers.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
What about our viewers?
Viewers is spelled different from viewers.
Come back to me on that one.
Voyeurs.
Voyeurs.
He's saying
Ew.
voyeurs. No. L.
Today, we'll be getting into white-collar jobs versus blue-collar jobs, mandrills versus baboons, and viruses versus bacteria. At the end, we will play the no-name trivia game with me hosting as Coley defends his championship title. But let's start off with some hot takes from our guest here today.
I brought a lot.
Good.
That's
All right.
that's what we're here for.
All right, first one.
Yep.
Apple Music's better than Spotify.
Nope.
No, not at
No.
all.
Spotify AI recommendations. Mondays it
How
has
often do you use the AI recommendations?
all the fucking time. One, I have Xavier. He's a DJ. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Xavier. Today we're feeling this. Blah, 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 blah. There's a fucking thing called something daily chicks chill mix or whatever. And
Daily
it's like,
MILF chicks. What?
it's sick. And it plays like every 2 hours it updates based on the habits of your listening. And you have like your morning chill coffee music. You have your afternoon like energetic whatever. And it has these tag words, these keywords that are all AI generated.
Trigger
And you can
words.
click on one of them and it downloads an entire playlist based on your preferences. You can search anything you want, workout, and it goes workouts for Keenan. You can, there's a Monday
This is
Discovering
Spotify?
Weekly.
Those too.
There's a
This is
Friday
Spotify?
release radar where it has new music. There's 6 daily mixes that are constantly updated and made for you. It's
I
fucked.
don't
It's
think
fucking
my
insane.
You were
Spotify works
prepared
like
for
this.
that one, weren't you?
And I like Spotify. I told Sam all this shit. And because he's
did
like,
he say
I
that?
listen to fucking SoundCloud.
Wait, did he talk about that?
He likes SoundCloud.
No, but in the
No,
No.
Oh, okay.
So okay, then also on Spotify, here's your thing against you SoundCloud motherfuckers. Spotify has a podcast feature now, and you can upload your own podcast, and people are taking mixes like SoundCloud mixes and uploading into the podcast category.
Yeah.
So Apple can't change it,
Yeah.
or Spotify. So you can literally go on and search for like Frank Ocean unreleased, like the whole Nostalgia album. You can get that on Spotify under the podcast section.
Yeah, I found a few songs
Same
that way.
as SoundCloud. Anyway,
I don't have Apple Music, so I don't know.
I used to have
use
Apple.
Spotify.
Just Spotify.
It just confuses me.
Spotify?
there is a
Yeah.
lot.
There is a lot.
Yeah. I
But
don't know.
once you get into it, and you can make all your own playlists, it auto-fills playlists if you want them to. It has, every time your playlist ends, it has a whole entire radio that plays based off your playlist.
Okay.
You can click any song you want, plays an entire radio based off that song.
I got shit to say about the radio, though.
Okay.
The radio picks like a certain set number of songs and just plays
50.
those. And
No.
it only plays those.
It's 50 per each song. Yeah.
It never fucking changes.
But if you go to the bottom, there's you have to click it. There's like this fill-in section.
yeah,
There's
that's
an AI
bullshit.
generated
Why,
thing.
why I could just get like Pandora and I'll never get the same song twice.
Then click on another song you like that's similar, and it'll play another.
Well, I do, but then it focuses down like too much
Then use
music,
the
and then it
AI
only plays
feature.
one song.
There's 100 features. Use one of them.
No,
Are people still using Pandora?
My girlfriend was, and I said, "Fuck that, get Spotify." Now she's like, "Wow, why was I using Pandora?" So yeah,
I mean, I don't know. Pandora is fun.
No.
Like
I liked Pandora.
I loved Pandora when I had it. Like
Yeah.
it was great. Like I found so many new artists through Pandora, and then
Yeah.
I was like, I actually want a playlist, so I got Spotify.
yeah.
Anyway,
And-
that's a debate topic for me.
He was ready.
Oh, and you
I
can
know.
create mixes with your friends. I could be like, "Yo, Josh, let's
You
create a
can do
mix
that-
together."
All of these things you can do with Apple Music as well, except for I don't know if
So I can create mixes, and it makes mixes for us based on both of our listening preferences that updates every 2 days as well, or something
okay,
like
that's
that.
pretty cool.
But-
do you use
And-
that often though?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Can I get Apple Music on my Android?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems illegal.
And what was I gonna say? Oh, and then on top of all that shit, you can also like listen together too. I know Apple does that with two
Yeah, you
AirPods,
just,
but
like
you can do
add
that
a
with
speaker,
you can do it with
dumbass.
no, dude, shut up. You could be snowboarding together, have 2 different types of brands of headphones, and connect them both to Spotify and listen together. And if I'm in the car or on a speaker, you can make a jam. Motherfuckers can play a song, and then another person can like add a song in, and they can take turns, even if one phone's connected.
Yeah. Little jam
Sorry.
session.
I love how we're like, let's do a
sorry.
lightning round on this.
I'm
This is going to go
sorry.
real quick.
I love Spotify.
Should I go on the next one?
Yeah, let's go on.
Yes,
the next one.
please.
Somebody else take the mic next time.
All right. Staying up late, I think, is better than waking up early.
I agree. I love staying up late.
Yeah, I agree.
It may not be like productivity wise, because I feel like I say I can get all my work done later at night, and then I don't know, procrastinate.
Then you play video games for like way too long. And you're like,
Yeah.
I would rather do this than be productive.
I like getting up early and like having a good day if I need to get stuff done. But if that's my weekend, I love staying up late.
Yeah.
The feeling of just like being the only one awake
Mhm.
and like
It is kind of nice.
so
Yeah.
good.
I do like that calmness, but I don't know. Just overall, with if I wake up early in the morning and go do something and get it done in the first couple of hours, I'm like, wow, it's only 8 o'clock and I have the rest of my
I
day.
love that. That's
like,
true.
I don't know. There's just some like subtle calmness to it, and then also it just makes nights feel so much like warmer in a way. Like it's like, okay, I did everything I did for the day, and I still have a couple hours left. There's so much daylight. I am content.
The feeling of falling asleep, like because you're just tired though, watching TV.
That's such a good
and then
one.
just being like, I'm just gonna sleep on the couch, and he's gonna stop me. And fucking
Yeah.
feels great.
Who's
like-
going to stop me? My back in the morning.
It's a tomorrow problem.
Like all last weekend, I had to wake up early because I was taking a motorcycle safety course so I could get my motorcycle permit.
Oh, yeah, you got it, by the way. Congratulations.
Yes, I am
Whoop,
permitted.
I was gonna buy you a beer, but you only got one, so I couldn't buy you another one.
I mean, I got 2
At
beers. Oh yeah. We also did our boys' date that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Throwing axes. I'll post some videos on TikTok soon for y'all to see. We had a good time.
Oh, God.
what?
Cully and Keenan, they were killing it with the axes, and then
We're pretty
me
good at
and
throwing axes.
Keegan were
Well, I got 5 6s in a row.
It's
Yeah,
because
it's
I was
crazy.
raised by
And then we like
a mountain man who was
Yeah.
like, I killed a bear with a knife before. I'll show you how to throw one into a tree. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's fun.
okay, I'm 5, but that's cool. I could learn about that.
My cousin was just really into that kind of shit, so he
That was
showed
fun.
me a bunch.
So those little small knives that they have.
Fuck,
They're,
so hard.
yeah.
So
they're
hard.
very
It's
Impossible.
ridiculous.
I got one to stick and then it fell out. God damn it, that was it.
Yeah.
All right, how about the next one?
Next one. People who buy coffee at Starbucks or coffee stands are wasting their money.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know if that's really a hot take, but everybody buys
a
coffee
hot take,
from
yeah.
Starbucks and coffee stands. And
Starbucks sucks.
When I do, I get what do you call it? I just get like
Like a frappe.
Mocha.
no.
Americano.
No. It's just iced
Espresso.
black coffee. It's like cold brew, and it's like
Mm.
$2. Then I can just ask for like some 0-calorie sweetener, pour that in there. It just tastes like I'm drinking sweet coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like $2.
If you
Life hack.
if you put $5, if you buy a coffee for $5 every morning, 5 times, that's $200 a month
That adds up real quick.
on your
So
work days. Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So ridiculous.
And like I said, Starbucks sucks. I used to like Woods because they had gluten-free sandwiches, and I could do that. Woods sucks. It's awful. I think I mentioned this on one of the last episodes. I got Woods like the other
Mhm.
day, and I haven't for a while. And it was so sickeningly sweet, I couldn't drink it.
It's like every commercialized or like chain coffee place.
Ugh.
So, like,
I do think going out occasionally and getting like a really nice latte somewhere is
Oh,
like
yeah.
super worth it.
Absolutely.
Have you guys been to 11th Hour downtown?
No.
Is that the one that's on Railroad on the corner? I can't think of which one. that
No,
is.
that's a bigger one. I that one's been there for a while.
I do like that place.
Yeah, what the fuck is that place
Oh,
called?
is it on State when you go all
It's-
the way down?
yeah,
Yeah. that place is
11th
good.
Hour's all the way at the end
Yeah.
of state. Dude, they have
Yeah.
the best coffee. They have the best teas.
Place is good.
Oh my god. They have a London fog. It's called like the Bellingham fog. I cried the first time I
Hammerhead's
drank
really
it.
good too.
It was nuts.
Really good.
But I will say, Starbucks sucks, but their water is incredible. It's so good.
If you're going to go to Starbucks, make sure you get this one item.
Dude, it's free. You can get a massive, I think it's 36 ounce of like their triple filtered iced water. Holy shit. You haven't had good water until you've had that water.
All
It's
right.
insane. It's so good.
So
Drink out of the tap and then go to Starbucks and get their water, and you'll be like, I get it.
It's like
So-
a McDonald's Sprite. There's something extra spicy about
Mm.
those.
Yeah.
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 That's so true.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
okay, so
Spicy sprites.
Starbucks,
Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Oh,
the
that's
water's
Their water's lit.
That's incredible. Next one.
Yes,
I love
yeah.
that you can't see two of the people in here doing it, but socks and sandals get with the program.
Oh, yeah. Socks and Sandies.
yeah.
Of
I think
course.
I think we talked about this. Get on it. Like
No,
do it,
none of this
or,
shit.
What?
No tongs. No sandals with the fucking. Don't put your toes.
Oh, with the little
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
What the
thong.
hell are
that
you
every once
talking
in a while.
about?
The,
Even with
the
socks on.
tongs on the sandals. It's called a tong. The fucking thing where your toe goes.
I just call it a thong.
Thong?
Thong.
I think it's
It's called a
THONG.
thong?
Yeah.
I thought it was called tong because it's shaped like tongs.
No,
No,
it's thong.
it's a
because-
thong.
because
It's
it
called a
acts
thong?
exactly like a thong.
Because it rides in your crack or your toe.
Okay, don't put your don't put your feet in your thongs anywhere.
Like flip flops?
flip flops.
Yeah.
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 You don't like those?
Thongs with
Thongs.
socks.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Unless you have
all
finger
people
toes.
have.
I mean,
I used
Finger
to.
I
toes?
used- I
toe
used
socks.
to. And
I have a
no
picture I can show you
socks.
right now of me in like high school doing that shit.
yeah, it's really uncomfortable. But
Actually,
you can
the-
get it done.
I was at the Denver airport. I remember that. I look back and I'm so embarrassed.
With just regular socks.
Yeah.
Like, not toe socks.
Oh.
I wear toe socks. Not right now, but
Do you ever see those shoes growing up? I know my brother had a pair of them, but they were like running shoes, and they had individual stars for your
5 fingers.
yeah,
People in Hawaii
the
love
Vibrams. Those are the stupidest.
I did
fucking
try. I
things.
did try a pair on just to see, dude. Ah, fuck.
It's
like
weird.
it's horrible.
Yeah, it's way better for your foot.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know, man.
really good for your
It's
foot.
good. I don't know. I don't know if that's.
I mean, get a wide toe box shoe, and that's.
I mean, Ken, you're
even
the one that was
better.
talking about like people should go barefoot.
Yeah,
more.
those are not barefoot.
that's not barefoot. You're like a dork.
But
You're like
no,
putting
they're
like
they're
rubber
close. They're like
between every.
compared to a regular shoe. They're closest thing.
Yeah, my
to
hot
it.
take one time was people shouldn't be shamed for walking around barefoot. Or what I say? I said something like that.
Yeah,
it was close to
basically
that. I agree with that.
I mean, if you're walking like in a concrete jungle, like if you're walking like throughout the city, no. But like if you're at the beach and you're just walking around in those shoes on,
I mean, city, dude. I'm talking here. I was bringing up the concept of bringing in your house socks. So every time you go to someone's house, put socks on. And then eventually,
That's
if
so
the
weird.
stigma wasn't so much there, people would be able to do it, but like more so because it's natural, you know. Our
Yeah.
feet would be stronger, would be healthier.
Yeah, I just gotta say that the people that do walk without shoes everywhere, they don't have house socks, and that's the problem.
But
Yeah.
they're weird because it's weird to do. If it wasn't weird, it wouldn't just be weirdos.
But like, if they had the house sock, I would be more appreciative and more accepting.
Well, make a billboard.
I'll go find a billboard and I'll pay
House
for
socks
it.
only.
that's interesting. That frustrates me whenever I do go to the beach, like especially when it gets nicer out and you're just like walking on rocks into the lake or something like that, and I'm just like, why can't I walk? How do I strengthen the bottom of my feet? Just
Walk on
barefoot.
rocks.
Walk,
Yeah,
walk
walk on rocks.
barefoot.
Well, yeah,
Walk-
but
when I lived in Hawaii and
So
I could walk
tender.
on like lava rock and I was like fine. Yeah, I was like, oh, that kind of hurts occasionally.
yeah,
But my feet were super
just-
tough, calloused.
yeah. How do
Yeah.
I quicken the callus process? In my
When you're driving, you could hang your foot out and drag it on the ground.
or people who do those like I don't even know. It's like foot surf or whatever, where they're going like 70 miles an hour. This like skin surfing where it's just barefooting it and you're holding onto a bar off of a boat.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
barefoot
yeah.
Call that bare-
water skiing.
No,
Barefoot
but
water
with your
skiing.
yeah, those guys are crazy.
That's
Yeah, fuck
nuts.
I want to try that one of these times.
I think that'd be kind of
love
easy.
to watch you
Have
try
you seen
that.
videos of people falling?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you whip your shit, dude.
Yeah.
I'm wearing like a
You get-
ball protector of some sort too. You just imagine smacking that.
I'd wear a mouth guard. Fuck that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it.
fucking.
Or just not do it. Yeah, that
Yeah.
works too.
I don't know.
I feel like I'm running over my hot takes time. Should I do my last one?
Let's just do
Yeah,
one
yeah.
more.
One more?
Yeah,
We don't
sure.
have to.
No, what
This
is
one,
Oh, one more.
yeah, super opinionated about this because
Okay.
consumer behavior really interests me, especially like rational and irrational decision making. But people who buy like luxury brands and designer products, I think, is so absurd to me that you can go into a store and it's like $5,000 for a hand purse.
Yeah,
And then when you-
I totally agree.
And we
Dude.
associate that with wealth,
And it's not even just
higher
like-
social status.
Right? Isn't that odd?
Drives me nuts.
Like we associate that with wealth and like, oh, you're smart with your money, so you have more money to spend on this shit. But you're not smart with your money because you spend $5,000 on a fucking bag.
people
you
that
take out
leave their
once.
like it's
It's
when
crazy.
you buy shoes that are so expensive that you leave the tag on like off
Yeah.
whites because that's like a mark of
Pretentious assholes.
yeah. That's like don't
No
crease your
offense.
shoes, dude. Like,
offense.
are you kidding me?
Like
When
what is
even with these people are like, why are you creasing your AF1s? I'm like, they're my
because
shoes.
they're shoes, bro.
Because I had to bend down. I don't know, man.
Well,
you know?
there's some video about like Kanye. He was like he walked into a construction site, and he took off his Yeezys and just walked around in his socks because he didn't want to get his shoes dirty.
Wow.
And people were like, there's like nails and shit in there, right?
He's rich. Why does he care? Huh.
I think he would care when he gets a nail through his foot.
Yeah. I agree, 100%. I do think I have some like essentials, which is like Fear of God. It's a designer brand.
Yeah.
I have some basic T-shirts from them. They're like $30 each that have lasted so much longer than any other my other T-shirts, and I've put them through the fucking ringer. So I think like if it's like not too much more, I think it's nice to buy quality things. Obviously, it's not a $5,000 T-shirt, but it is a $30 T-shirt.
Yeah.
And to some people, that's too much. But I've gone through like 3 pairs of my other regular ones in the same time period, and mine are still they're fucking strong and comfortable and stretchy. And I don't know
That's why like, I buy
why they're so much nicer, but yeah.
I buy Eddie Bauer stuff and it lasts forever. It's more
Yeah.
expensive, but it's not. Yeah, I'm not going to go spend
Well,
$500
And
on
even
a fucking
yesterday,
t-shirt.
Keegan was saying there was like a
Crazy.
resale website for people that have like regular shoes, for people that
Oh,
buy
yeah.
pre-worn in things. So if I wore these in for a year and sold them online, I could get like $400 on this website because it's fashionable now to buy pre-worn things.
Yeah, well, I know that Patagonia has the worn wear campaigns that they run, to where it's like you can sell stuff that like you grew up wearing, like either back to them and then they'll fix it and they'll resell
Yeah.
it, just so, like, you know, you grew out of your stuff when you were a kid, and that's just
Mm.
people who can't, you know, afford new Patagonia wear, and they'll sell it for a discount on a different part of
Yeah,
the site.
that's cool because
Yeah,
it's
it's
also
really cool.
reusing. Patagonia still make a profit, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But,
Yeah,
I,
but-
I can't imagine buying someone's used shoes just to have them on your feet and be like, they look sick because they look worn in. Like,
That's crazy.
you know, you could have saved money and time
Yeah.
doing that yourself.
Where's the
weird.
fun in that?
Yeah, you're not immediately cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, I love that
People
the
need
like
instant.
thrift culture has really picked up again.
I
now,
love
too. I feel like
thrifting.
it's always been there, but it's like, let's go thrifting and buy our clothes.
We're like
There's
back in
tons
the
of them
90s kind of.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find some good stuff too.
Oh yeah.
I found like
Hell yeah.
I don't have them anymore, but in the past I found 2 or 3 members only jackets. And they were
Right.
sick, and they're like very expensive jackets, but some old dude was just like, I don't need it anymore. So I got a almost free jacket.
Yep.
Not free. I paid for it.
I think, and plus all that shit, like the fashion industry, I forgot what it is exactly, pulling the shit out of my ass, but roughly one t-shirt takes 20,000 gallons of water to make. So it's like when you're just supporting brand new, especially fast fashion, like Zara, you're
Shein.
literally like fucking the environment.
Yeah.
Worse
Shein,
than your
Temu, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, that shit. But like the more like the fast fashion brands that are actually kind of expensive that make a lot of cotton products, especially too. Yeah,
Mm.
so much water usage, it's nuts. Yeah,
Shout out
thrifting's the
to
shit.
Decathlon. They got good
Right.
stuff.
You see, that's why I just tell people I'm an environmentalist. That's why I still wear shirts from high school. I'm saving the environment.
Fucking are, man.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Smart.
That's
I
very smart.
love the hand-me-downs I have from my parents. I have like half of my wardrobe was clothes that my
Mm.
dad used to wear, just 'cause, I don't know, they're kind of cool and they're deadhead shirts, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it feels like vintage when you
And
do it
90s
too.
is super in right now. Like, yeah, so that's cool.
Isn't that funny how trends like ebb and flow? Right back into like 90s was cool.
It's hilarious.
Like, you mean the people on math textbooks that looked like complete dorks?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, the fit looks sick. And like, okay, all right.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that we're
Yeah,
starting
totally.
to see that because I feel like before that there wasn't really like a resurgence of those things when it comes to fashion.
Not really.
Like every single decade had something about it that was really memorable, and then now we're where we at, like the 2020s, and it's like, okay, we're gonna just start recycling.
Yeah, like what do we do? We kind of did it all. So what
We
do we do for 2020?
Yeah,
What's cool about 2020? Nothing.
nothing at all.
Nothing so far.
Sweet.
Sweet. Cool. All right,
Cool.
first topic.
Cool, sweet,
Yeah,
cool.
thanks for that, Spencer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know what? I'll go first.
Do it.
So, my topic this week is blue collar jobs versus white collar jobs.
Blue collar all the way.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into it. So,
Gotta make a living.
blue collar jobs is described to be more manual labor, whereas white collar jobs is described more of like office jobs.
Yeah.
So, why even colored collars just to describe jobs? So, workers back in the day were
I was gonna say yeah. Why? But then you went right into it. So now we're here at this awkward pause.
I was like, what?
Never mind.
Okay.
sorry.
God damn it, Colin.
Yeah, that's me.
Restart the podcast.
Okay.
Delete everything.
Workers were classified kind of by their shirt colors as early as the 1920s. Typical manual labor jobs wore these kind of like blue denim-y outfits, like a mechanic's jumpsuit or denim jeans, and usually they were blue as well to hide like the dirt or any like oils or stains that they would get from their work.
Yeah, like coveralls or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the Desk jobs that's more of like suit and tie esque like attire outfits. Usually have like white undershirt and some kind of tie, which I think the tie has been kind of dying off a little bit. Definitely depends on the industry.
Kill the tie.
Kill
the
tie.
Yeah, that's the most pointless thing ever.
No.
It hides your buttons.
It's
That's
a
it.
giant necklace.
Like
It's
why?
stupid.
Why don't we just make the buttons fashionable?
I don't know. Yeah, why are we making ugly buttons for years? What the hell?
It's so dumb.
What about, sir, hold on. Why don't we make buttons cooler? No. Let's put a piece of cloth over it. We'll just add some more shit to your overly massive outfit already. You have like 7 articles of clothing just to put on your socks. You have,
Basically,
do you wear socks? Yeah. Do you wear your suspenders with your socks? No. Well, you're going to start wearing them. Have you guys seen those?
Yeah.
It's fucking
Socks,
so
suspenders.
silly.
suspender socks.
And then you got your like
Yeah.
tie cuffling thing that goes to your shirt, and you got your cufflings on your. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Look
It's
up
too much, man.
sock suspenders. They're hilarious.
That's why I just wear tuxedos
Oh, there you go.
to work. Yeah.
Now I have to see these sock suspenders you're talking
You're
about.
Oh,
so-
that's so silly, dude.
It goes from it goes the top of your sock, which is here, up to your underwear. Your underwear and your sock are connected under your pants.
Someone's just pantsing me every time I walk or step. Then pretty much. just shoving it
Yeah,
down my
it's not
underwear.
comfortable.
Okay, I'll throw it up on the monitor. It's something.
They're literally like what you think they are. They're sock
Who the
suspenders
fuck is gonna
Okay,
wear
maybe those ones aren't going.
because they
into
keep
underwear.
your sock all the way up your leg.
Which I mean, honestly, with my massive calves, that'd be so nice because my socks are like ready to take 4 steps. Socks are on my ankles.
With my perfectly Greek proportioned calves, that would honestly be so sweet.
I mean,
buy-
it would be pretty sweet.
Buy low socks. Why you got to cover up those calves anyway?
I don't know because they just make dress socks long.
But they're beautiful and you need to show them off.
That's why I wear tight pants.
Okay. We're gonna cut those pants.
Don't cut those pants.
Just holes for your calves.
Oh my god,
That's
there's a
it.
little calf hole in the back.
Yeah.
Instead of assless chaps, it's calfless chaps.
Calfless chaps.
Or you just do calf and assless for you. I'd love that.
Ooh.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be solid.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to work in those.
Yep.
I second that notion.
Well,
We're all on board. Let's make it happen.
all right, I'll work on it. Maybe I'll wear it to like a rave or something.
There you go.
So, common blue-collar jobs are welders, mechanics, electricians, and construction workers. Common white-collar jobs are managers, lawyers, accountants, finance and insurance jobs, consultants, and computer programmers. So I got to ask you guys, have you had a blue or white-collar job?
Yes.
Blue.
I
Wait, I
only,
don't know. I don't even know.
only blue.
I haven't had a collar job.
Never been collared?
You never had a manual labor job?
Bartending is like.
It's manual labor.
That's
I used to shovel horse shit.
That's manual labor.
Yeah, but that
That's
was like
manual
a.
labor.
Yeah,
If you work in a barn, yeah,
yeah.
that's blue collar. What you're talking about,
I have shirtless jobs. You know what I mean?
what you're talking about is technically now called pink collar jobs.
I don't like that.
Pink collar jobs are
I don't like
are anything that's part of the service industry, like waiters, retail clerks, salespersons. It was originally made to describe jobs typically held by women, but that's changed since then to encompass all service type jobs.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, you're a pink collar worker.
That's cool. Thanks. Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like it. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I've done like manual labor odd jobs, but nothing that was like an actual 9 to 5 type deal. It's always been white collar jobs. Even my college job was behind a desk.
It's the manual labor is so much better.
Well, we might be able to get into that. But
culture, dude.
Spencer, did you have any white or blue collar jobs?
A lot of pink, I think.
A lot of pink, a lot of service.
Yeah. So my first job, I was a valet driver.
Oh,
I don't know what we would classify that as.
I think that's probably pink.
Yeah.
Did you get fat tips with that?
Dude, so
Yeah.
much.
I used to work at an airport as a porter, and I would like literally go and like grab someone's suitcase and put it on the fucking belt, and they give me like 100. Like, holy shit!
Oh.
I know,
I was like,
ridiculous.
okay.
Because my first
Damn.
car was a stick shift, and so I was pretty hot commodity because a lot of the cars that were coming in, we usually do like private events because I could drive stick shifts. But like, this was
Ooh,
like
yeah.
this was like 3 months after I had just gotten my license or something like that. They actually changed the rule a few years after, so only people who were 18 could work there because way too many kids were totaling cars and stuff.
Oh my god.
But I just remember I got in. I don't remember what kind of car it was, and it was such a tough clutch that I just burned out in front of this guy, like going into his wedding, and I got chewed out for it. So that was probably a good thing. They don't allow 16-year-olds to do that anymore. Worked in a couple kitchens. Worked in the men's suits department at Nordstrom. That was cool. Like sales, retail stuff. Painted for my dad a couple summers. I guess
That's blue collar.
That's blue collar.
That
Yep.
blue was
Yeah,
shit.
not fun.
Super blue.
That's one of those blue collar jobs that I could never see myself making.
Painting stuff.
a career out
It's
of.
it's like 80% of it's just prep.
It's so
Oh,
tough.
Masking, taping.
Fuck masking. God damn it.
That's what my dad would make me always do because
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
it's like bitch work.
exactly.
Yeah.
The easy.
Yep.
Oh, man. Well, not the easy
It
thing,
wasn't-
but
it
it's the
wasn't
shit that
easy, it
the,
was
the
so
old guys
tedious.
don't want to do anymore.
Yeah. Also, their backs are just broken.
I can't bend down and I huff too much paint. I can't mask anymore.
You do that, I'm gonna stir the paint.
Yep. Eggshell. Yeah, I had I've only really had blue collar jobs, but the one white collar job I had was I worked behind a desk at like an auto body shop, and oh man, it was like 4 months into that job because I was like, all right, I'm gonna try an office job. I've never done this before. 4 months into that, they sent me back in the shop, and I did like a work day with one guy. And they were like, yeah, you're better in the back of the shop. And I was like, all right, cool. Office work sucks. So I got to just be dirty and greasy and nasty and talk shit about people in the office.
You've been working on cars like your whole life, kind of deal.
Yeah, like in different aspects, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
pretty much. So I went to school for automotive technology. So certified mechanic, but I don't do it because it sucks. But yeah, do it on the side though.
I do need some work done.
There we go.
Yeah, just bring your car over, put it in the driveway.
Yep.
And Khalil will be like, "Shit's fucked."
Yeah, I'll be like, "That's fuck, $500, and you're good to go."
Expecting have you guys seen Hot Rod before?
Yeah.
You know, and he's just like hammering the floor.
Oh, hey,
Denise
Kathy.
comes over.
Whatever the fuck. Sup?
That's
I said you look shitty. Good night, Denise.
that's not too far off from what a mechanic is. Like, there's stuff that happens behind the scenes that if an actual customer were to walk back, like when we were doing stuff, they'd be like, "What the hell are you doing to my car?" And I'd be like, "I'm fixing it, but I have." Like, I'm slicing a door off of the car and like, I'm making it better. Just hold on.
It's actually, I would love to ask you a couple questions about that. Because I'm like, I go in there and then, you know, they need to order the pieces or charge this much. Then they have to charge for the hourly rate as well, too, as
Yep.
well as the maintenance. But I'm like, are they secretly just fucking my car up so that I have to come back in a few months? Or is that just kind of a stigma?
That is a stigma, and what most. So I stay away from dealerships because they're called stealerships for a reason.
Mhm.
So if you have if you get a report on your car and you have like green, yellow, and red, obviously red is like, we need to cover this right now. Yellow is like, this is something that we can bring attention to, but it might want to be figured out in the past. And green is, you're fine, get the fuck out. Stealerships, more often than not, will take whatever's yellow and then move that to the red, and they're like, you need to do this right now, because they're like, we want money, because nobody goes to dealerships because they just steal your money. So find like a ma and pa shop that it kind of seems small and shitty, but like those are the ones that won't bullshit you, because they just don't. The reason they're small is they don't have big overhead. They're not trying to make a ton of money. They're like, I'm trying to fix people's cars, and that's it. So those are the shops you want to go to, and they will tell you like, yeah, I mean, your your serpentine belt's kind of fucked, but we don't have to replace it right now.
Yeah.
And they work with people that like, hey man, I can't afford that. Can you make sure my car runs? And they'll be like, yeah, you got air in your tires. So it depends on where you go, but yeah, I mean, there's always people out there that are trying to get more money for shit that you don't need to pay for. Like, so it depends. So if you or anybody has questions on car things, reach out to me and I will answer them.
Yeah, you can leave Coley a voicemail.
Yeah.
At 802-884-3553. And hey, maybe we'll have a mechanics corner and we'll talk about your car
Mechanics corner.
problems.
Maybe. Yeah. Like anything mechanical. Doesn't matter. My lawnmower won't start. I'm like, well, I got you.
My vibrator's broken.
Well, get a new one.
Let me come over, help take a look at it.
Yeah, I am a door handyman.
Well, back to the other jobs. Over the years, the working class has actually transitioned from blue-collar jobs to white-collar jobs, as technological advances have removed a lot of the need for manual labor in many industries.
Which is why this country's going to shit.
That's not to say that manual labor isn't needed. Manual laborers are the backbone to society. We literally would just
Ain't gonna be
cease
no
to exist.
streets.
You like any infrastructure
What else?
whatsoever, you would not have it if there weren't like hardworking dudes that are just like got 12 cans of dip in their lip and they fucking build things all day. You would have nothing. Like no matter what. It's kind of crazy if you think about infrastructure and like everything is built on manual labor.
Yeah.
Everything.
I mean, like the rail strike had to be stopped because it's like if we lose even one day of the railroads, everything's fucked.
Yeah, everybody's screwed. That's why I say manual labor, man. It's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As
It's for the
of-
people.
You're like, never mind.
that's actually a good thing, and we'll hold on to that for the people.
Yeah.
But as of 2021, 59.8% of the workforce is considered to be in white-collar jobs, about 88 million jobs.
What was that percentage? What did I
59.8%.
I don't know why I blacked out when you said that, but wow, that's insane.
Yeah, almost 2/3 of the jobs are white-collar jobs, working behind a desk or something.
Jeez.
So there are general perceptions between the two, and I have this split up into 4 major categories. The one that Coley actually talked about
That's
a
me.
little bit before is social classes.
Mm-hmm.
There's this perception that white-collar jobs make more money and therefore belong to a different social class compared to blue-collar workers. And so that's where they kind of have these kind of butting heads against each other at times. Blue-collar workers, as Coley said, would make fun of the white-collar workers at that job you're at.
Your hands are soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're dainty and clean. You don't hit shit with hammers. You got all your fingers and all your teeth. Yeah. There's a few
Wait.
guys I've worked with that are missing fingers.
Yeah, well, you got to give some to get some.
No, not. I wouldn't give up a finger, but you know.
Yeah. Not even to be like an assassin from Assassin's Creed. A
No,
little
because
hidden
in
blade.
the second Assassin's Creed, they were just like, "That's a stupid design. Why don't we make it this way?" And then you don't have to cut your fucking finger off.
And they're like, huh.
Yeah, that's a true fact.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's
I know,
Creed.
but I don't know.
Okay,
Sorry.
the first one's fucking.
That's true
stupid.
fact.
That's a true fact.
that
Yeah,
they
true
cut their
facts.
finger. And
Yeah, and the first one, like, they have a hidden blade, and they have their ring finger is cut off because when they
Who?
flick the assassins,
oh,
they flick their blade out. It's supposed to like it cuts their finger or like could cut their finger. But I mean, you got other fingers that are kind of close to it, and you can't just do that, right? So it has to be your ring finger that you cut off. And then in the second one, Leonardo da Vinci actually is like,
Da Vinci?
yeah, he's like, you don't need to do that. That's stupid. And then they don't for like the rest of the Assassin's Creed thing.
Except for when they go back in time, then they kind of add it back in because they're like, well, he figured that out way later. And
Yeah,
this is like
true.
early Egypt. So
Yeah, then they do it because they're dumb.
yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about.
No, we're talking about white collar jobs versus blue collar jobs. Education. Usually, white collar jobs require a higher level of education to pursue. Blue collar jobs, you either learn on the job, join an apprenticeship program, or get an education from a technical school. There are white collar jobs that also don't require an education, a higher education. Usually, they require at the base like a GED or a high school diploma. And also maybe like some extra skills, like, hey, can you type on a computer? Okay, cool, get in here.
Yeah, I got my JED. My GED.
I got the gid.
got GED.
Attire, which is where this all comes from. Blue collar workers, when on the job, usually have a manual laborer's attire: blue jeans, overalls, boiler suit, etc. Dark colors to help hide
boiler
dirt
suit?
and stains. Boiler suit,
etc.
etc.
That's like the oldest term.
Hey, that's what the internet was telling me.
boiler suit. Anyway, it's coveralls now, but whatever.
Yeah. Whereas white collar workers usually are seen as wearing a white button-down shirt with a tie, usually behind a desk in an office.
Yeah. Which makes sense. Like you want to be, if you're dealing with customers, you want to be presentable. You don't want, if you're at a business and you're trying to give off like a good vibe, you don't want the fingerless dude covered in oil. It's like, yeah, I fixed your car for you. Like, I'm scared. I don't want it back. You want the guy who's nicely dressed, calm, and yeah, everything's taken care of.
I
There's
kind
kinda
of
like
I
it.
kind of like
Yeah.
when the guy who's probably working on my car comes out and is like, "Yeah, this is what we did," versus the grumpy old lady
Yeah.
that's sitting there typing behind the computer.
Edge, if you
yeah, we got your car done. Just take
Edge,
it.
if you
He's
leave when they
sitting here
bring you over, come check out what we did here. And they have like the fucking rubberized keyboard with the greasy ass hands. Yeah, so what we did was we did it, and they're all greasy. I'm like, damn, yeah, you did. You sure did. I believe you.
Yeah.
I love how they're always walking in with a rag in their hand,
Yep.
just wiping their hand.
Oh man, every mechanic has a rag on him at all times.
Love that. I trust that guy more than the old lady who's like,
Absolutely,
sure.
Well, that
yeah.
depends on it depends on we're dudes. Like, that
I'm
makes
definitely
sense.
a dude, and I'm super like the other when dudes do. I like when dudes talk to me dirty. I like when I like when dirty guys that are dirty from doing things for me for money are. Oh man, I like it when the guys have a rag.
The dirty guys have a rag ready for you.
Things for money.
Yeah,
Right, quote
just,
that.
I mean, because I'm a dude.
Yeah, which also goes into the perception of the industries. People will talk much more highly about white-collar jobs compared to blue-collar jobs. And you can kind of see that, like, as a country becomes more developed, the country will see an uptick in white-collar jobs as more people move to try and remove physicality from their daily life. Because guess what?
Fuck being physical.
Being physical for 40 to 60 hours a week, it's a toll on your body. It's hard.
Yeah. Do you want knees when you're 60?
Do
Don't
you
do
want-
manual labor.
Do you want knees by the time you're 35?
Yeah. It's true.
But also sitting at a desk, you turn into a little fucking gremlin because you're just in the wrong
Yeah.
position all day.
Yeah.
I
You
felt
know?
when I was working at a desk, I felt worse than I was like working, actually doing shit in the shop and beating the fuck out of my body.
What was
Kneeling
that
on
old show?
concrete and-
Mike Rowe, Dirty Jobs.
Dirty jobs, yeah.
Yeah.
I always fucking like that. I like that guy.
Yeah.
It's like this guy's strong, cool,
Yeah.
dirty rags. Fuck.
He's a dirty man.
That's why I always thought that working in because my mom's a project manager. She works in public transportation.
Oh, okay.
But so yeah, she has a white collar job, but that still requires her to go on site a lot too. So I feel like being able to get out of the office versus seeing the stereotypical sitting behind a desk from 9 to 5, just
That's cool.
brain dead typing away.
Yeah.
She's like a
Tell you
white
when to
collar
fucking
for
blow your
blue
brains
collar.
out. What's up?
She's like a white collar for blue collar.
Yeah, which I mean,
But
I
she
think
still
it's
does a
cool.
little bit of the blue stuff.
Yeah.
Sky blue collar.
Yeah,
It's actually a gray collar. It's a mix of the two.
Not
That doesn't add up.
that's not yeah.
Yeah. I don't make the rules.
Blue
okay?
and white
I just read them off the internet.
Is blue still.
Light blow.
But yeah, if you just think about it, if I mean, in recent years, it's changed a little bit lately, but for the most part, when we were growing up, it was like go to school, get good grades, so you can go to college and get a good paying job so that you can have a good life. You don't want to end up like the truck driver. And it's like, well, okay, well the truck driver makes more money than I will make in my first 5 years of working.
Yeah.
After I have my degree,
Makes money immediately, has no debt. Makes money immediately.
Drives that truck.
Well, has no debt and makes money immediately is
Yeah.
pretty fucking cool compared to like, I have like $180,000 in debt.
And I can't find a job that pays
from-
better than $16 an hour.
Exactly. Like, well, cool. That was a waste. Where
yeah.
people with 2 fingers on their left hand are like, I dig holes for a living. Like, I'm rich as hell. Like, okay. They have their PhD, their Post-Hole Diggers Association a certificate. PhD.
All right.
I feel like even like as glorified as it still is to like take the traditional route and go to college and get an education that way, I feel like society is now like pushing towards like, going a different route. I feel like at least a lot of the kids that I know who are like didn't do well in school, I feel like it's okay to now do well in school. Or
It's okay to do well.
it's like fine if school isn't for you, and then
Yeah.
now more people are going into trade again. I feel like maybe people are realizing. I know one of my super good buddies is an electrician, did the apprenticeship program, owns his own company, even though he like after his apprenticeship he was working through that company that he got it from.
Yeah.
And I ran into him like last week and he just telling me, yeah, I'm doing good, making like $120,000 a year, and I'm like, I still live with 3 guys, and
Dude, yeah.
or
I'm
like
almost
3 guys
30.
we're all going to school still. I mean,
Fucking
nothing.
degree
I
sucks.
still, what?
My degree sucks. If I could go back, I would get like a certificate and just like drill and do it,
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I guess I still could, but
Yeah, anybody can do
But
it.
yeah. You're
Anybody can go to
young.
BTC.
how old's your friend that's doing that?
Same age as me. This is
That's
23.
Fucked. That's
yeah,
crazy.
he makes so much money, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's one of the things with manual labor is that you can make a lot of money from it. Not everyone has that kind of deal though, because
Yes.
actually on average, looking through Indeed of kind of what they have as typical blue collar and white collar jobs usually will make more money starting out, depending on what it is.
But you got to have the education, which costs a fuckload.
It can.
And you're usually starting 4 or 5 years later because of that.
Yeah.
Kind of like the trade-off.
Yeah, but I mean that's if someone goes down the blue collar route at the very beginning.
Yeah.
There was always a stigma in shops I worked at where it was like, we're working behind the scenes. We're actually fixing the person's car. We're getting it done. And like people in the office are getting paid more than we are. And it's like they type on a computer, give the person paper, deal with the payment. Like they keep their hands clean. And I'm like blood, sweat, and tears out there making their car look good. And it was always like, well, why the fuck don't I get more money? Because I'm doing the work. I'm doing whatever, if I'm a mechanic or I'm body work, like it's me doing the stuff. So why do I get less than the guy who is typing about it? That was always a big thing.
Is that a difference between blue and white collar jobs? Like white collars are on like salary and blue collar workers just get paid hourly.
Yep,
it depends.
That is usually how it is. At least that's how they kind of define it. Like white collar jobs are more seen as like professionals, which professionals are salaried people.
Right.
You want to piss off a white collar person? Ask him to define what a professional is.
Me.
See why he's pissed.
I'm not pissed.
Yeah,
Someone
you
who
are.
makes
Shut up.
money doing it.
No, it's
Living.
Professional, like being the best at your craft.
no.
No.
Well, it's like define not professional, but professionalism. Like what is the standard of professionalism? Yeah. I don't know.
What?
Define professionalism.
I don't know the definition of professionalism.
Yeah. So like if your boss comes to you and is like, you're not acting very professional, you're like, how do I act professional? What is professionalism?
As you're saying.
How do I do that?
You're saying if you want to be sassy,
Yeah.
and
If
you
you want to
work-
be smart
you want to be
ass.
smart. If you want to be a smart ass, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Hey man, can you act your age? Well, I am my age, and I'm not. And I. What does that mean?
I define as a 4-year-old.
yeah.
So the definition of professionalism: the competence or skill expected of a professional.
But what's a professional? How do you gauge what a professional is?
Professionalism is also the practicing of an activity, especially a sport, by a professional rather than amateur players.
I love that they define the definition of professional while using the word professional.
Yeah.
What?
How do you do that? Define professional. It's a professional. Uh-huh.
Professional.
Relating to or belonging to a profession.
Still
Oh
has
my
profession in it.
God! Are you
Yeah,
serious?
you'll never get to the end of it.
Well, then let's look up profession definition.
You might actually win this sassy argument with your boss.
Profession.
You can't define it.
Well, you'll
paid-
fucking lose your job. But like,
Profession, a paid occupation, especially one that involves prolonged training and a formal qualification.
I heard pro. That's part of
Prolonged
profession.
training.
Pro
All right.
formal.
All right. And then your
Uh,
boss would be like, get the fuck back to work.
Yeah, either that or
Go home.
get out.
So,
So don't take my advice.
Imagine at the restaurant being like, hey man, can you like talk to your tables more professionally? Well, what's professional mean?
I'm going to do that to Ian. I am absolutely going to do that to him. And that's one of those things where I feel like he's really just going to.
Yeah, I think so too.
If you're watching this, Ian, I'm not going to do that.
so
Yeah, I'll do it.
You better watch out. I'll do it.
What is it?
I don't even work there. Fuck it.
going back, indeed, with the examples of white-collar jobs, on average, the pay was $80,000, whereas the examples of the blue-collar jobs, on average, was closer to $50,000.
Ridiculous.
Which I mean, you have
That's
you have kind of
nationwide,
the
though,
the
too.
outliers where you can be making $120,000 a year if you are really pushing hard and have your own business, or even if you become like an oil tech, like those guys, they can make a lot of money.
Well, yeah, because you're like destroying your body day after day after day after day.
Yeah,
Roughnecking.
and so I wrote that kind of down. Is it always the case that white collar makes more than blue collar? Certainly not. Blue collar jobs that have a higher risk to your health or require technical knowledge can make six figures after only a few years of work. Whereas some white collar jobs can pay very poorly and are slowly becoming either automated or having the jobs outsourced to other countries with a much lower cost of living.
Yeah. And you could be a master tech in whatever you are. Like journeyman electrician, make a lot of money compared to a apprentice, obviously. But you could be a master mechanic. You could specialize. Like I only work for Porsche or whatever. I'm a Lamborghini technician. Like
I'm a Lamborghini.
I am a Lamborghini. Yeah, it depends. Specializing is definitely a way to get your money up a lot. But
Yeah.
it's hard to get into those fields.
Yeah, like I know HVAC tech, like that's pretty, like you need to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
My old roommate actually went into HVAC tech after college, and he had a chemical engineering degree. Like could go work at the refinery making like $200K a year, but he couldn't find work right out the gate. So he's like, shit, man, they're paying me $80K a year, and that's before OT, and they want me to do all the OT I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
It's pretty cool. There's a lot of benefits
Not
to
bad.
blue collar work.
I think welding is just so fascinating to me. Whenever I just see videos about it or hear people that do it as a profession, I'm like, that'd be so fun or entertaining to like
That would be
take
cool.
a course. Or I don't know. That's probably not really how it works. But
Yeah, you
You
BTC
literally
take
go,
a welding
yeah.
course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Well,
welders
yeah,
make
you can go,
bank
like,
too.
yeah, but if it's not,
Yeah.
is it something I
They
can just
can.
like go do on the weekends? Probably not.
I don't think so, but yeah, it's if somebody is a welder, like I wish I had a welder. I
It'd be
could
cool to-
teach you. It's so easy.
Yeah.
To be
Is
a
it just, like-
welder and then go work for like a van fabrication place in Bellingham or something, or Kimbo, or
Yeah.
be neat.
Yeah.
yeah.
Welding
Or
and fabrication is fun. Building things.
you could also work at like U-Haul and start welding little things on people's cars. What is it? The hitch?
They're
Oh,
yeah, they're mostly bolt on nowadays, but
Ah.
I see those
Easier.
videos of like those like offshore underwater welders. that
Underwater
do that.
welders.
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
that's money.
Holy shit.
No thanks.
Yeah. People who do that like on oil rigs and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I work 4 months out of the year, make $250,000.
Yeah.
I hate it.
The whole time I'm fucking terrified, but yeah,
I fought off a tiger shark yesterday while oil was in my face
with a welder.
with a welder.
Yeah, like the fact that they'll like throw meat off the side and then you just see like 20 sharks come up and like grab it. You're like, oh.
And they're like 400, 500 feet down sometimes, and like big rebreathers. And like, yeah.
Full on like
Get stuck in a
Dive suit.
tsunami and you just see the whole fucking thing is just swaying back and forth.
that would just make
Yeah.
me having to get out there would make me I get seasick.
Yeah.
I don't like the ocean.
So-
it moves too much.
We were talking about the other collar colors, and there's two more that I didn't talk about yet. There's the gold collar, which is for a very highly desired professionals like doctors. They also said engineers, which I'm like, I don't feel like I am a gold collar worker.
You have a yellow shirt on. Yeah.
Ching.
Fuck, I am a gold collar
You are a
worker.
gold collar worker. There you go.
Engineers are important.
I guess.
They're important.
Yeah. You got to tell us where to dig a hole.
That is important, because if the
Yeah.
contractor doesn't dig it right, ooh, we're going to hear it.
Yeah. It's all right. I'll dig another one. Just like that one I did there. Except over there. It's different.
Let's see. There's another one that's come out in recent years, which is the green collar, which describes jobs in the environmental field.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like dispensary workers.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
But
green, man.
yeah, that's basically what I had on blue collar and white collar. I think both are really necessary. I think blue collar workers should be making more money. The manual labor offset, and mainly it used to be you didn't have to make as much money because like businesses would also give you a pension.
Yeah, you get a lot more benefits with it.
Yeah, like you used to, and now they're like, no, actually the owner spent your pension on a house near the golf course, so
Yeah.
sorry. Hopefully, Social Security's enough.
Yay, owning your own business.
Woo. Yeah.
Dog working for the man.
So when you find yourself hating one side or the other when you're on a blue collar or a white collar, just remember the man is fucking you over.
Yeah, no matter what.
You're a fucking cog in the machine.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of cogs,
Yeah. Clocks. What about them?
mandrills.
Speaking of cogs, mandrills? That's your transition?
That's the worst you've heard here? Oh,
yeah,
come on.
that's pretty fucking bad, but all right.
Oh my god.
Let's talk about mandrills.
Fucking thing sucks.
Thank you. Yes.
Why are you looking at me?
That was awful.
It was whatever.
That was
They're
awful.
all everything we do is awful.
That was the awfulest of awful.
Okay. Well,
Ugh.
I'll
debatable.
give you the award for that. So speaking of cogs, mandrills. Do we know what they are?
Nope.
You guys ever seen a Lion King? Lion King? The Lion King?
Yep.
No. Wait, which one? The new one?
The
The Lion.
live action?
The OG one.
the Lion King.
Okay.
Lion King.
Yeah.
They
They have
That one.
Childish Gambino in it. Like, come on.
what?
Not that one.
Yeah, it's a live action.
Not that one.
I don't.
It's like
the
CG.
Lion King.
I
It's
thought I was
CGI.
gonna cry
They're-
when I went and saw it. It was.
I've never seen it. It sounds horrible.
I mean, I had the VHS tape of.
No. The
Lion
Lion
King.
King. The
Yeah.
Childish Gambino live action.
Yeah, I went and saw it. I'm saying that
On
was- it was-
VHS?
No, but I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm saying not the original one, like the one that I grew
Yeah,
up
yeah.
watching.
Yeah, you have it on
Yeah.
VHS.
The Lion King.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Do you
so
still
that
have that?
one.
You
That's
have
what
that?
I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one.
The Rafiki.
You know they made the last VHS player? It's done. Like last year, 2 years ago.
I thought they did that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Stop.
Bless you.
Just immediately wipe it all over the microphone. Oh, hold on, I gotta wipe my nose.
I didn't get it on it.
They don't have hair on their butts though, do they? Am I thinking of the same?
Well,
Species?
that is funny you say species. Yeah.
Oh,
So for a while,
messed up there.
Mandrills, aka Rafiki, like the main dude who holds up Simba and is like circle of mice or whatever he says. That's a mandrill. The big long face, very like canine-looking muzzle with the colors. So he's got like the blue on both sides and the red stripe down the middle. That's a mandrill. They have purple butts. Purple butts. Yeah. Where there are
That's all I wanna know.
some can be kind of furry, some can be like more often than not they're just purple butt. That's just what it is. But baboons have red butts. Yeah. And people don't really know why. They're like, I don't know,
Because it's
maybe
spanking
it's
each other.
because to like sit on. Like that's the dumbest thing science has come up with. Or especially with mandrills and their like purple vibrant colors, scientists think that they use those as kind of a hierarchy system to show dominance and to be able to find each other.
My ass more purple.
Yeah.
Sit down, bitch.
Or where your ass at? Oh, there you are. Okay. Because they live in dense jungle. So anyway, let's actually get into it. Mandrills, colorful red and blue faces with purple butts. Tee-hee. I wrote that.
You wrote that down.
I wrote tee because it's funny. They're very closely related to old world monkeys, the drill, which there's a monkey called a drill, which
Oh,
I
like-
thought was hilarious because I'm like, no, that's a drill, like the power tool,
Oh, like a clock.
like a cog. It's not. There's no connection there.
Okay.
We tried, man, but
I'm readjusting because I can't lean back. I want to pop my bag.
like, okay.
All right.
Have fun with that.
Well,
So, mandrills and baboons for a long time, it was thought that they were kind of the same, like in the same baboon family. But now it's seen that the mandrills and drills are in their own category.
Mandrills.
Yep, mandrills
Regular drills.
and regular drills. Yeah.
Weird.
So because they were in the same category, it was like, oh, baboons are the biggest monkey on Earth. But now scientists are like, well, but mandrills are the biggest ones on Earth. Like, well, they're kind of like the same fucking size. So I think baboons terrify me now after reading about this. So I'll get into that later on.
ooh.
It's Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ was a baboon.
He was. Yeah.
They'll teach you that in Sunday school.
They are monkeys, not apes. Oh, how do you know which is a monkey and which is an ape?
Monkey have tail.
Monkey have tail.
Ha!
Yes.
I knew something.
Oh, apes don't have tails.
Ape don't have tail. Yes.
Nice. We both knew something.
So colorful faces mean different things between sexes. Like obviously, males have the vibrant colors and the big faces, the big canines. They have huge fucking teeth. Holy shit! And they're a lot bigger in stature. Whereas subordinate males will be a little bit smaller and they'll be kind of more pale, and then females will be even smaller and also kind of palish in color. But it's research that mandrill females that have successfully reproduced over the years and are seen to be like, oh, they're fertile and they can produce little babies. They start to get deeper purple colors to kind of signify like, hey, I'm more fertile than other females, which is, I thought, kind of cool.
I'm more purple.
More purple. Nice. I see you did that. That was good. Purple. They live in troops or hordes, and they can be anywhere from just a handful to thousands.
What's a handful of a giant monkey? That one?
Like, one.
One range from 1 to thousands.
It's not like around 10 or something.
Okay.
Like in the low tens.
Yeah,
Could be a small
what's a
troop.
handful when you're talking about something bigger than your hand? It's weird.
I could fit 10 if they balanced on top of each other, and my hand was on the ground,
Yeah.
and I didn't have to lift them, because that would be like a couple 100 pounds. They could fit in my hand.
Only a couple hundred? Huh.
How big we talking? How big is a mandrill?
Mandrill males are usually about like 88 pounds.
Oh, that's fucking big.
Yeah, that's a big
Yeah.
monkey.
So mandrills are heavier, but they're not as like long as baboons. Baboons are more lanky. They're usually like, I think I have it as like 47 inches from nose to tail. And mandrills are just a tad shorter, kind of on the 45-ish. So that's why people are like, well, the mandrills are bigger because they weigh more. And it's like, well, a baboon is literally bigger than a mandrill, like, but they just don't weigh as much. But both are insanely muscular creatures. I don't want to fuck with any of them. They scary. So the troop is led by the largest male, who's the most colorful, the most vicious, really. He's able to protect everybody in the troop. And you'd think like, oh, he gets a choice of what females he mates with. No, it's the females that choose who and when gets to mate with the male, which I thought was kind of weird. Because usually, yeah, it's like either a matriarch or a patriarchal society. It's very, very joined. They're insanely social animals. It's really cool.
Did you bring note cards?
I did. I wrote many
Wow.
notes. Yeah,
Sure.
I wrote a lot. My hand hurt after that. Yeah, I talked about the subordinate males are a little bit smaller, so they're always trying to fight between each other to see who should be the alpha and who should be the protector. And I think with like grizzlies and big cats and stuff, there's usually like one will fuck up the other one. Like a grizzly will beat the shit out of another grizzly that's not as strong, and it's bloody and violent. Mandrills, when they do that, and baboons too, it's kind of just a show of force to like they puff their chest and like, I'm stronger than you. And the little guy goes, okay, you got it then. Take it. It's all yours. It's not very violent.
Okay.
It's scary because they have fucking huge teeth and they're like in each other's face, but it's not as violent as you would think it would be.
Is it pretty rare for them to get as far as like physical conflict, or is it's just standoff?
It's more just standoffish within one another. I mean, they can get violent. Obviously, it's kind of like when they get provoked. But yeah, I would say it's a little bit more rare when they do.
Yeah, one of them just pulls out one of their glizzies and just fucking
They
Females,
throw their shit at each other, right?
that's like chimps.
Oh.
Yeah. Baboons already have a red ass. They're like, it hurts. It's tender. I don't want to go back there. Because it's... Anyway. So, females are pregnant for about 6 months, and then the babies are born immediately able to cling on to the mother. And they will do this. They will like stick to their mother like glue until about 18 months.
Klingon.
Yes. They will cling on. Where's my camera? They will cling on to their mother until about 18 months, and then the mom's like, all right, you got to like fucking get off. And they'll force them to kind of go out and interact with the troop. So they aren't just like immediately like, you're not my kid anymore. They're like, go be an adult baby child within the group. And other monkeys will take care of the kids in the troop. So it's not like, Roberta, you're responsible for Jimmy over there. It's like, if there's an adult monkey near the children, he will be like, hey, don't stick a fork into an electrical socket. It's bad for you.
What?
Yeah. What's electrical socket?
Fork.
Why are you speaking English? What is English? Yeah, they have large canine teeth. They're very, very threatening. Like I've said, if you guys look up pictures of mandrills and baboons, it's like, I don't want to be bit by one. But it's odd that they smile within their troop. They smile to show friendliness. But they like peel their lips back and like they show their teeth. And it's really fucking freaky to us because we don't do that. And like, that's a big tooth. But within their friend group, they're like, you get the bugs on my back? Big smile. Like, okay, cool, thanks.
I mean, I guess we kind of do that. Like, when you're greeting someone. Hey, hi.
When you're eating someone? Is that what you said?
No, greeting someone.
Oh.
Hello.
You're delicious. Males can't breed until around 4 to 9 years old. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Females tend to live longer than males. They live, it's like on average about 20, I would say, in the wild. But since there's a lot of mandrills in captivity, zoos, I guess, they can live up to 40. So they can double their lifespan. Now, it's not necessarily a good life for them because zoos are kind of shitty sometimes.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I think it's pretty fascinating that they can double their lifespan.
Yeah, it's the same thing with foxes. They can go from like a 13-year
You got
expectation.
it. There you go.
Expected life.
Expectancy. There we go. Yay.
Expectancy.
Expectation.
To like 30.
That's pretty cool.
It's crazy.
That's a fun fact. Thank you.
Yeah.
we take good care of them. We pet them real nice. I wouldn't. So mandrills live in densely forested areas in Africa. They live. I think it's like. So if you're looking at Africa, you got the big upper northern horn kind of section.
Egypt.
Yeah, and then it kind of ducks in and down. They live in that middle
On like
crest.
the west side.
Yeah, on like the
Okay.
west side.
Yeah,
The
big-
Congo.
Yeah, the Congo. Thank you. So they live like in a tiny little area around the Congo.
Yeah.
And that's it. They shriek and yell for communication. So another reason they're very intimidating, because they're just like, "Hey man, what's up?" But it's like,
That was good.
"Thank you, that hurt." And unfortunately, mandrills, because they're in such a small area, they are endangered. Well, they're not endangered, but they're on like the about to be endangered list because they're hunted for their meat. They are considered a delicacy, which is kind of gross. But I mean, they're a delicacy to leopards, eagles, snakes, and crocodiles too. So
Josh, I feel like you should pull pictures of each of these up for the screen while we,
yeah,
just so we can see
you
them.
guys get a look at the face of
Get a look.
a mandrill, like an alpha male mandrill.
And their butts, respectively.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that second part you said.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
They eat fruits, seeds, insects, and they usually just forage on the ground, but they can also kind of climb up into trees. But their tails are not prehensile, so they can't use them as a hand. And it's nice because they forage and eat seeds and whatnot. They help the ecosystem with seed dispersal, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
it's a video. I wanted just the image. I don't know. Can I make this bigger?
I don't know. Can you?
I probably could.
Okay. They've
But-
been known to move less than 500 feet a day. Like, that's just a normal day. Or over 5 miles a day. So,
Wow.
like, just
No in
depends.
between.
They're-
No in between.
It's either 500 feet or 5 miles.
0 or 100.
Yeah.
Are they like carnivorous, or is it
They're
like
omnivorous. Omnivorous. So they can eat like eggs and small mammals, and if they're really pushed to it, male mandrills have been known to like chase down like other monkeys, other baboons,
Uh-huh.
like young, something easy like a impala maybe.
What do they call? Do you know this off the top of your head? Are they like packs, clans? Like what are they like? Like what do you call a big group?
It's a troop, and then if you get into the thousands or hundreds,
Uh-huh.
then it's a horde.
Fuck that.
It's
A horde of monkeys. Yeah. It's fucking terrible.
mandrills.
going through the Congo. You just see a
Yeah.
Yeah.
horde.
Yeah, that's essentially it.
Just running at you, just smiling. What the
That was really good. Will you do that?
fuck? Red asses.
Yeah, there you go. You don't need to watch the
That's what
video
I'm
anymore.
picturing.
That's
Just
it.
from learning what you're saying, that's what I'm picturing.
You're not far off. Yeah. So I did have they're in the Congo, they're in Equatorial Guinea and Gabon.
Cool. Don't know what that is.
No one mandrills like Gabon.
What?
Ain't no mandrills like a gabong mandrill.
Okay.
Sleeping Beauty. Or no, Snow White. No. Beauty and the Beast. There we go. Gaston.
Oh,
I didn't
Gaston.
even.
I
don't
gotcha.
know what.
It
Gotcha.
was a deep cut.
I gotcha.
Jeez Louise.
I was like I was
I had another one that I was gonna do, but I was like, nah, it's too far past. I'll do it anyway. I was like, what do they gotta be nervous about? You're gonna be like, what? And I'm like, you said they're nervous.
God.
Jesus
damn,
Christ.
It's not a deep cut. That's just a.
they're on nerve.
No, the
What
Gaston.
What are they nervous for? Huh? They said they're omnivorous.
Nervous.
That's
God.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good.
So mandrills are more ape-like in their build, and they're a lot less. They're more stout and muscular compared to baboons, which are kind of lanky and freaky as fuck. So On to baboons. Baboons.
Baboons.
I thought it was baboon, but it's baboon.
You have to say it like that?
A baboon. Well, everything I ever researched was just like the native baboon.
Were they all British? Because these guys say things weird.
Yeah.
They
So
also
it's probably
say
just weird.
aluminium.
Well, there was a few. I watched like South African guys because baboons live in South Africa. They're often called. Well, there's a whole bunch of different types. I think there's 6 different types, like species, but the 4 main ones are olive baboon. I forgot how to say it. Chokma baboon, Guinea, and yellow. But the chokma, yeah. The chokma is the biggest. And so that's what I'm going to use to compare. I can't even read my own fucking handwriting.
I know, Mike. Maybe you should just stick to your phone. No,
Uh,
you've been doing good.
no, that's all right. I like this.
I don't know how you're reading
I
in this
kind of
light.
like the note cards. It's,
Yeah, it's professional. It's the hardest work I've ever done. Teachers that watch this will be like, "Where the hell was that in school?"
Yeah.
It's professional. It still got me thinking about that.
Professional.
yeah. Can you give me a description?
Yeah, what does that mean? Huh? Because you're not getting paid, are you?
No, but I have note cards, so that makes me look cool.
All right.
Professional means
I'm
cool,
ready.
boss.
Yeah.
Anyway, so baboons prefer to live in like a savanna sort of environment. So open open grasslands. There we go. But they can live in like densely populated forests and whatnot. Just more often than not, they've got a lot of space to run around and hang out in South Africa. And the Chokma baboon is known as the Cape baboon because they're in South Africa.
Haha.
Cape Town.
Oh.
You guys on board now?
I'm sorry. I've just been the whole time that since you said like the open grassland, I'm just imagining baboons in like an apartment, just getting a tour of it. And it's like, yep, and here's the open grass-sept kitchen.
Dude.
Josh is like, wow. These mushrooms are hidden, dude.
Yeah, it's just every episode, Josh is like, what are we talking about? I was high as fuck.
What were we talking about? Sorry, I went into dad mode.
You did go. That was a deep dad joke right there.
Sorry, I was mowing my lawn and my
Oh my god.
baboons in Cape Town.
Yes, baboons in Cape
Baboon.
Town. So because Cape Town and South Africa is like booming and people are moving into more
Is it
spaces.
booming?
Babooming.
It's booming. Hey, you beat him on that one. That was good.
I was giving Coley time for it.
I wasn't.
No, you weren't.
No, not at all. The opportunity's there. Anyway, because people are encroaching upon baboons' territories, they
Hello, Leonard Zener
Prefer-
for the pod bot?
Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Well-
No. We don't do any alcohol or drugs on this show at all.
Sponsor me, Modelo.
Lil Zinsky. Yeah, we're not doing any drugs or alcohol at all. This was water.
That's just a clear bottle.
Anyway, because humans are encroaching on their territory, they're kind of revered as pests in South Africa because baboons also don't really give a fuck.
I don't think revered is the...
Seen as.
Yeah.
Let's delete that. Can you go back and delete that? Not revered. They're seen as pests.
Baboons are Paul revered.
They're Paul revered. Dude, you're on one today.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's all I can do. It's all I can think of.
So they're a lot like mandrills. They have the same long snout, razor sharp teeth. They have really close set eyes, but they have really thick, big skulls in the back that like big brain area, and then it tapers down to kind of I'd say canine-esque sort of muzzle with sharp teeth. So they're very similar. Baboons aren't as colorful, though they do have red booties, which is interesting.
Do are their teeth technically canines?
Yeah, I wondered about that too, because that's what it said all the time. It was like they have large canine teeth. I'm like,
Oh,
but
so
they're
then
not
yes, yeah.
canines,
Well, I
Sure.
think Canine's just kind of like a specific kind of
Yeah.
tooth.
We all have everyday's canines.
but they're monkeys.
Well, not everyone. Some of the blue collar workers don't have it.
Yeah, they're missing a
I
lot.
don't get paid enough.
No, they don't. They don't get paid to get new teeth.
got dental.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They're a lot like mandrills, whereas they're very social in their in their families, in their hordes or troops, as they're also called, because they kind of were one and the same, but it's most recently the scientists were like, no, they're separate, but they're kind of
They
the
kept
same
the
fucking
names.
thing.
Hey, that one's got a red booty. All right,
Yeah.
that's veered too far from purple.
Yeah, that there ain't. He don't got shit on his face. Because baboons are more like dark colored, sort of gray, sandy, with lighter tones on their stomach, and they have like black hands, and so they're not as, like I said, they're not as vibrantly colored. But baboons are friggin' scary, and I'm gonna get into that right now. If you are a 2-year-old or a 3-month-old child in like Zimbabwe, I would recommend
Run.
moving.
Mom, can we move?
Highly. There's multiple stories. One, this lady was cleaning her house. This was in 2023. This lady was cleaning her house and she started hearing her kid screaming. And this is a 3-month-old child. And she's like, oh, fuck. So she runs upstairs to see this huge alpha male baboon grabbing this 3-month-old by the butt, just in its mouth. Huge canine teeth sunk into this child. And the mom's like, what the fuck? So then it jumps out the window off like the veranda. And the mom is like, cool, my kid's dead. Like the monkey just ate my kid. But he didn't die. The monkey landed and just was like, I don't want this kid anymore. And took off. And then the kid lived. So that's cool.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's like
there
a
was
real life boogeyman, dude.
It's a real life boogeyman. Yeah, they are pests,
Comes in
dude.
and just eats
Baboons, they figured out how to open car doors. They figured out how to open like your house doors. So they break into people's homes and cars to get food and
They're
whatnot.
like
They
smart.
break into businesses. They're
They're-
insanely
that
smart.
sucks. Yeah.
Insanely smart, but they're way more vicious than a mandrill. There's no known reported attacks from a mandrill on a human, but there are plenty on baboons. There's another one. I think this was also pretty recently. This girl was about 2 years old, and where she lived in, this was 2010, excuse me. There was a baboon named Fred who became less and less like scared of humans pretty much. And so he was the bold one. He was the one who started breaking into cars, breaking into people's homes. And but he didn't do anything towards humans. Like he never attacked them. They'd just be like, fuck off, get out of my car. And he's like, okay. But he got real bold one day and attacked this little 2-year-old girl who was playing with her doll in her front yard. And Fred wanted the doll, so he bit this girl on her face because they have a huge bite radius. Like they open their mouth really fucking wide. Bit this girl in her face, massive lacerations, deep cuts, like put her in the hospital. She survived, but yeah, it was a big deal. And he like ran with the doll and then was like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah, I kind of feel like remembering, like, hearing that on the news.
Yeah, it was a pretty big story. Yeah, because it was Fred. Everybody knew about Fred, and then Fred bit this girl, and everyone's like, "Oh fuck, this is not okay."
Yeah.
And those were in populated areas, so it's not saying that if you're in a populated area like that, your chances of survival from a baboon attack, if you're a 3-month-old, are better. They just seem to be. Now, there is a story, it's very sad, in some rural place. Say that word a whole bunch. Rural. In a village in Zimbabwe. I got to make sure this is this was in 2003. In a remote village, a baboon attacked and actually ate a child. So attacked this 3-month-old boy, carried him up a telephone pole, ate his fucking brain, dropped him, took off. Yeah, baboons are scary. Keep the mandrills safe because they're almost endangered, but fuck baboons, not literally. They suck. Unless you like big red ass, then go for it. But yeah, I got no remorse for baboons. They suck. They're freaky.
Huh.
Yeah, and on that happy note, fun fact: the mom thought it was witchcraft because her child got eaten in a village, and people were like, "Why did this baboon eat your child?" And mom's like, "It's probably witchcraft."
Yeah, witches.
Yeah,
I pissed off
Makes sense.
Carrie over there.
this lady's
Voodoo
just
shit.
like, she's a
Just-
witch.
just
No,
looks
she's
over
just
at her.
weird. Yeah. Yeah. Baboons, scary. That's what I got.
Nice.
The hell with baboons, man.
Speaking of scary things,
Oh boy. We're talking doing virus versus bacteria. I don't know why I always choose such complicated topics.
Bacteria is very much so present on mandrills and baboons' mouths and teeth.
I'm sure it is.
There's your tie-in right there.
Yeah, how'd the kids do after they got bit? Did they get any infections?
Oh, yeah. They were in the hospital for quite a long time, but minus the guy who was eaten.
No,
the
he
others
probably
survived.
wasn't doing too good.
No.
So viruses and bacteria are both types of microorganisms. Viruses are sort of considered one. I'll get into that. They're quite different. Viruses are much smaller and require a host cell to replicate, while bacteria are single-cell organisms that can reproduce all on their own through asexual processes. Bacteria can be helpful or harmful or nothing, just there, while viruses typically always cause infections and diseases. So viruses are really, 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 really small. Microscopic, if not submicroscopic. They subtronics, dubstep, awesome. They require
Virus is dubstep.
what?
Virus.
Oh, if you were like a bacteria would be like
Yeah.
Liquid Stranger.
Okay.
You know that? And viruses would be like Hesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I don't. Yep.
Oh, good. So
Sure, buddy.
So viruses consist what they are made of is genetic material, either DNA or RNA, surrounded by a protein coat. They're super super simple. They only grow and reproduce in a cell. So when they're outside of a living cell, they're actually dormant and start to decay.
I was laughing at that too.
I'm all over that. Shut up.
Reproduce.
I fucking hate women.
Oh yeah.
Go, bro.
It's viruses, bro. It's viruses, dude.
I'm gonna be asexual. Fuck you.
No, that was bacteria. You're already getting lost here. Viruses are cool.
What's your name again, dude?
Shaquande.
Who do you know here?
So viruses' life requires fucking losers requires the hijacking of the biomechanic processes of a cell to live. Because viruses infect host cells and then replicate by the thousands, viral infections are systemic. So if you get a viral infection, you're getting it. It's growing quick. Ooh, whole body. Watch out. Whereas bacterial infections are more localized to one part of your body.
Gotcha.
Generally. Bacteria are single-cell living organisms. They can make their own food, move, and reproduce primarily by binary fission, which is when the bacteria organism divides into two identical daughter cells. So they replicate their DNA. Two cells start growing. Each daughter cell receives one copy of the chromosome. And then there's like a wall that forms in the middle, and then that wall splits and eventually becomes two cells. So each one cell becomes two cells.
Is that mitosis?
I don't know. I don't remember that shit.
That's mitosis.
Yeah. Mitosis through binary fission.
Maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know.
The way viruses could duplicate is much more complicated. First, they attach to the cell with protein receptors. They find the cell that can like basically take their enzyme deal. Then the virus injects the cell with its genetic material. Fuck yeah. For DNA viruses, the viral DNA is injected into the nucleus where it's just replicated. That's what the nucleus does. For RNA viruses, the RNA can be directly used as mRNA to make virus proteins or transcribed into mRNA by a polymerase. Either way, it makes viral proteins by using the host cell and its ribosomes to translate its mRNA. So eventually using the processes of the host cell to duplicate itself and so on and so on and so on. And it just keeps happening to each cell. So they grow exponentially fast, much more than bacteria even. Each step of this process is a chance for antivirals to stop its duplication. So that's where they try to like interrupt that process. Different antiviral medications.
I see.
All right, that was boring. But that's what they are.
That's what they are.
It's
All right.
fascinating. Simply fascinating.
So let's talk a little bit about some pandemics for each of these guys here. Bacteria.
Some paninis.
Yeah. You're reaching, bud.
I don't understand. Pandemics?
Panini. Pandemic. Panini.
People were calling the pandemic that we had recently a panini.
Who?
People on the internet.
Me.
My friends. we had to cope somehow.
It's a thing. People catch on.
penguin. Bacterial pandemics are much less common compared to viral pandemics. One notable example is the bubonic plague, which was caused by Yersinia pestis. This bacteria caused several pandemics throughout history, including also Black Death. So the same bacterium.
The Black Death.
Yes, which wiped out a fat population of all of Europe's population percentage.
So gross.
Another example is chlorella, which is caused by Vibrio chlorella.
Cholera.
Cholera. Yep. Cholera.
Cholera.
Chloe.
No, it's cholera. Yep.
Chloe.
Might be.
Cholera.
So yeah, they're much less frequent because we have advancements in cleanliness and hygiene and stuff. So there's less of a threat.
Yeah,
But
we
if there's
wash
like
our
an-
hands now.
Yeah,
So-
but if there's like a
Sometimes.
third world area where they don't have clean water and
True.
sanitation, bacteria. Shibbity-bap-bap. Some of the effects and the mechanisms that can be caused from bacteria. Local infections. You can get staph. You can get weird little things in your legs. Abscesses. Gross little pussy little fucking guys.
Gross little. I
You
like
can get
that.
systemic infections such as sepsis, which can kill you for sure, definitely.
Yes.
Toxic production. You can get Clostridium botulinum, which is basically it paralyzes you.
Botulinum.
Do you know these things?
Botulism.
Yeah, no, a lot of these are medical terms.
Great.
Yeah, you ever seen House MD?
No,
I have.
Literally every one of my family members is in the hospital. Not
Oh, yeah.
because they work there,
Botulism.
not
Yeah.
for because they're sick. But
For pleasure.
They're all in the
Yeah.
hospital for
they're all in the hospital right now.
yeah. Inflammatory responses basically can make your body really fucking inflamed and make it hard to do things. Chronic infections, you can basically get tuberculosis and chronic urinary tract infections. It's where they're just persisting for long periods of time in certain areas. You can get, like I said, abscesses, super gross, which can be spread really easily. You can get bacterial infections that follow viral infections, like bronchitis and bacterial pneumonia, that you get after the influenza. They can only occur after
Shout out
bacteria.
bronchitis, bro. I've had it twice.
Yeah.
Your shit sucks.
Bacteria can target specific organs and to infect the membranes around your brain and spinal cord. Meningitis. And they can also form resistance to antibiotics by growing and adapting. Like Staphylococcus is basically like multiple drug-resistant bacteria.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah. So yeah, we're always working on new ways to do that kind of stuff. Get new antibiotics. Viruses. Holy shit. Spanish flu, which was the H1N1 virus, killed 500 million people.
It's ridiculous.
I just had a funny thought.
Yeah.
Like, you know the guys that are in the pits with the bulls and they have the cape and they always like flourish the cape. I just imagine somebody going, "Achoo!" and like flipping the cape around. Spanish flu.
And Josh is like, the kitchen has nice grass.
It's an open grass sept kitchen.
That's fair.
Grounds.
But at 500 million, half a billion people died from one H1N1.
And that was like early 1910s or something.
Yeah. 1918, 1919. In 2 years, it killed half a billion people.
Yeah.
And back then, that was like a quarter of the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Put that into perception.
That's
Holy
insane.
Yeah.
Asian flu, H2N2.
shit.
Ooh.
Perception.
In East Asia,
That's
caused
the word. Perspective.
perspection.
Put that in
Put that
perspective.
perspection.
Put that in your perception.
Push a perception on him.
You better
Perceive
prospect that.
Even that was another 2
Prospect
million. Another, the Hong Kong flu, H3N2, 1 to 4 million people. HIV, AIDS, it's a.
Which one was swine flu?
It was also H1N1.
Was that H1?
Same
Okay.
thing as the Spanish flu. But now
Oh, it was.
But now we're like sophisticated. More so.
So we call it swine flu. Gotcha.
It killed millions of people in 2010
Yeah.
or whatever. It still killed millions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not 500 million, but
Well, we got. I say we got more people to spare now, but I didn't want to say that.
well, you said it.
Yeah.
And then COVID also killed millions of people.
yeah.
Yeah. Viruses. Here's some things they can do. Acute infections. They can basically rapidly replicate in certain parts of the immune system.
Oh, your
Aw.
infection. So cute.
Common cold, influenza, norovirus, things like that.
Norovirus also sucks.
Yeah, definitely does. They can persist for long periods in the body. That's why you get like HIV and hepatitis and all that stuff, and herpes. They can it lives in your spine.
Not in my spine.
Pretty cool.
You got to pay rent.
It's too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Cytopathic effects, basically direct damage to cells, leading to cell death, which can cause inflammation and respiratory viruses and flu, and can destroy your respiratory tract because you can like kill cells in there and then like they won't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, the immune response, just trying to get rid of viruses your body has, can actually cause a lot of horrible reactions. A lot of the COVID-19 cases that were so bad were because people were like, their body was producing so many antibodies and was like making their symptoms horrible. So
Yeah.
it can do that to you. Secondary infections, it basically can weaken the immune system and make the same thing as like bacteria. You can get bacterial and then viral and then bacterial. So both ways there. And certain viruses are associated with a risk of cancer. So again, HPV can lead to cervical cancer, and you can get liver cancer from hepatitis B and C.
Jeez.
Yeah, viruses are fucked.
Yeah.
Neurological effects, they can lead to inflammation in the brain, encephalitis, meningitis, which is the inflammation of the spinal cord and the membranes around there, and Guillain-Barré syndrome. I'm not totally sure what that is. But
Sounds interesting.
It's a syndrome.
it's a syndrome.
Yeah.
Basically, viruses can have the potential to cause multiple organ failures and kill you, and spinal failures, and brain
Yeah.
failure, and like Ebola virus can lead to can kill you through organ failure. So
Yep.
viruses are fucked. They're both
Ebola,
fucked.
Zika.
Just
A lot of that is all over Africa. Like not cool.
All right, here's a little bit of fun,
Dengue
interesting
fever.
stuff about viruses.
Ooh, fun facts.
Although they aren't living, they can still evolve and adapt their genetic makeup to avoid antivirals.
Great. Sucks.
In fact, they mutate faster than any other thing on Earth.
Gee whiz.
Even though they aren't alive, they could still mutate and adapt. Scientists kind of think of them as an actual android. They're not alive. They're not dead. They're just kind of like in this dormant state. And then when given like cells to take over, they attach onto it and rapidly, like a computer Trojan virus is actually named pretty accurately. It uses the host to trick the body, the computer, into thinking it's part of it,
Mm-hmm.
and rapidly duplicates that thing, its virus, and just destroys the host. So it doesn't have a life, finds something, just destroys it.
It seems counterintuitive though. But I guess, if the virus isn't alive or dead, you think
It doesn't have it's not like Darwin, like trying to live. It's not alive
Yeah.
or dead. Yeah. It's just finds cells, duplicates itself, destroys the thing.
it just wants to create more of itself.
Yeah. Its entire purpose.
And it doesn't
all
care
it
if
is RNA and DNA.
yeah,
and
it
the
doesn't care
protein
if it takes
around
out
it
the host at all.
Doesn't give a shit. It wants
Huh.
to. The protein around it is just meant for attaching, and the RNA and the DNA are just its genetic makeup that it just implants and duplicates. Takes over the cell with its own genetics. They're fucking wild.
That is very machine-like.
Yeah. So they're
Jeez.
scientists believe they're kind of like androids. Some of them actually look like aliens too. If you I don't know why it's called bacteriophage, which is kind of counterintuitive, but if you want to pull one up, it looks like a fucking actual robot. And yeah,
Bacteriophage.
viruses also have more symmetry than anything else in nature. They're like completely symmetrical because they're so simple.
I'll work on my pull-up
good.
game.
It's too small.
Click on that picture. Click that one, make it big. Look at that boy. That's
And
Wikipedia.
Wow, that's a tiny little photo. Oh yeah, they look like little.
There we go.
little
yeah, I've seen these in cartoons.
So I think the genetic material is in the top, and it's like protein around it, and it just goes and injects the DNA, its DNA into
Oh.
cells.
wow,
Right?
Gross.
It looks like a robot. Like they
Enhance.
actually,
It
looks
does
like
look
a fucking robot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, you enhance too much.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Yeah, they got
Ah.
little creepy little legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking weird, dude.
You have a virus on your computer.
Ah.
Shut the fuck. All right, here's the cool shit. Bacteria. Holy crap, let me tell you. You thought frogs were cool with the random things. They,
With the things they do.
They do.
That stuff.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
That scared me.
so loud.
Sorry.
Frogs are cool. Bacteria. Let me tell you. First of all, number
What?
one, first thing ever to live. Let me tell you. First thing to ever live. 3.5 billion years old. First thing ever. That's it. Bacteria were the first thing. Single celled thing.
Yep.
Okay. There's
I
more,
knew that.
Yeah, you're right. There's more bacteria in your mouth than the amount of humans on the planet.
That makes sense.
There are 5 million trillion bacteria on Earth.
You can't just say a number twice.
Yeah,
and
well, here you
expect
go.
people
Yeah, I'm
to-
going to put it in perspective for you. If you took all 5 million trillion bacteria on Earth and you line them up, they would stretch 10 billion light years.
That doesn't put it in perspective.
10 billion light years is really far.
Well, I know,
Yeah.
but like,
I think the nearest habitable zone is like 4 billion or something.
let me take this large thing that you're incapable of thinking about.
10 billion light years.
Imagine it in a large thing you're incapable of
just
thinking about.
Think about how crazy. Okay, so 1 light year, it would take you 1 year at the speed of light to get to.
Yes.
It would take you 10 billion years going the speed of light to go how far every bacteria lined up would go, like, from here. Isn't that crazy? No matter, even how small they are, they're
Is it non-replicating bacteria or?
it's just if you took every bacteria that exists currently
Oh, okay.
and line them up, even
Well-
with how microscopic they are, they would still go 10 billion years.
So why the hell are scientists like digging into ice and finding like million-year-old viruses and bacteria? They're like, we want to see what it does. Like, we have enough.
We don't have enough problems.
We're fine.
That's
we're
good.
good.
That's mind blowing to me. How do you go? How,
That
they're so
is
small.
pretty
They're so
fucking
small.
crazy.
They're so small. 10 billion light years. Okay.
That's
there-
many.
There is an ocean bacteria that can go from a single cell to 1 billion offspring in 5 hours.
5 hours? Jeez, get a fucking job.
That's the job.
I think that's their job. Like, I do, and I'm real good at it. That guy's blue collar.
that's a hard worker.
That's a hard worker right there.
There are 10 times more bacterial cells in your own body than there are human body cells.
So we're more bacteria than
We're
human.
10 times more bacteria than actual human cells.
Cool.
I'm
That's
1/11th
kinda cool.
human.
Huh?
I'm 1/11th human. And
1/10.
10/11th bacteria.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
That's-
seriously, there's 10 times more bacterial cells in you than human cells,
Get them out.
right? Kind of fucking weird.
I'm gonna take a shower.
Most of those are harmless. Some are good. Some are bad. They're also very fast. E. coli can travel the equivalent of 135 miles per hour. It can run 135 miles per
Speedy
hour.
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
How though? Like, how,
They got little cilia. Just
but how can something that small
the
move that
equivalent
fast?
of 135 miles per hour. If you ran 135 miles per hour at our size, that's the equivalent.
Oh, okay. So you'd have to, if that.
Equivalent. They can move like
Yeah.
it's like 150 times their body length. And
Okay. That's. I was like, how the fuck is something?
Yeah, I was like, how like I feel like you're like, oh, you ate like one bad chicken or like one bad egg, and all of a sudden like you just see like this like hole in your arm. You're like, huh?
God.
When that got there?
Oh, that was fast. And what are scientists doing? Like, hey, I think there was something there.
Yeah, but it kind of because like I mean yeah it's small scale but like in your body they're like hard to catch.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy. This is
Earthquake.
fucking crazy. So floating bacteria in the atmosphere that are like in water droplets and all that stuff actually spur are a catalyst for condensation. So scientists are working to use floating bacteria to induce rain by injecting clouds in dry areas with floating bacteria.
Cloud seeding.
I was gonna say, is that the thing that they're doing in Dubai?
I don't know.
Okay, that's
A lot of people think that they're putting dangerous chemicals in the rain so that it can rain down and kill everything on Earth.
They're spraying bacteria which is neutral.
Yes.
They're spraying bacteria
But
into
there are
clouds.
crazy people. Well, let's go to there are
I
stupid
mean, that's a
people
crazy
in the world.
concept. That is a crazy concept.
Yeah.
Some bacteria can even survive off of radioactive rock. They found a couple different species 2 miles deep underground, surviving off of radioactive rock.
They're just sitting there like, was
Figure they'd be like, fucking turn the light off. Jesus.
Another strain they found can take up to 10,000 times the radioactive dose that humans can. So they're actually working on ways to synthesize that power and basically, I guess, inject nuclear waste with these bacteria too, to like absorb it, the energy.
damn.
Yeah, bacteria are fucking crazy.
Wow.
Another bacteria can turn dissolved gold into solid gold.
What?
Yeah, yeah. If you take dissolved gold, I'm not sure how it dissolves exactly, whatever processes, but like
kind of solvent.
yeah, solvent. If you put the bacteria in there, the gold solidifies.
What?
Yeah,
That's so
You're
So-
in the wrong profession.
dude, isn't that crazy? So they're all kind. Viruses are fucking crazy.
Gee whiz.
Anyway, so yeah, both of them are very dangerous in different ways. Bacteria can be crazy cool and crazy neutral and help your gut too. If you're taking probiotics, you're taking bacteria.
Yeah.
Yeah, viruses cause acute infections, spread rapidly. Most of the epidemics and pandemics are viral. Bacterial infections can be severe, but they often respond pretty well to antibiotics, even though they can develop resistance. Antivirals are much harder to actually use. But yeah, I mean, they've both existed for billions of years, and viruses are pretty much from space. And bacteria are like from the core of the earth or something.
Damn. Well, that was a really good topic. I liked that.
That's
I-
neat.
It just reminded me of Osmosis Jones.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
I want to rewatch that.
What was he again?
He was.
It was a white blood cell,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and his
because
homie was like the pill.
Yeah.
the pill was the person that was helping. That was the antivirus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the,
I never
the
saw it.
fucking
I should-
gun arm.
What?
You
Yeah.
never seen it? Oh, it's
I should have
so
just
good.
watched that in preparation. Dude, that's such a good film. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one. And they made a TV show too.
Oh,
That one was a little odd.
A TV show.
It was pretty fun.
One of them
Yeah.
television shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them televisions.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're ready to hop into the no name trivia game. What do you guys say?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Ooh, jazz hands.
That's good.
Where do you get those from? Like the sounds, like the intro song and
The internet.
Well, yeah.
No, it's our band in the corner.
I was wondering. I just got the piano here.
Surprisingly,
I saw you doing a little.
it only took like 3 minutes to find those songs. We were like, that works.
Yeah, we like that one.
Sure.
Oh,
kick
good.
it.
And they're good.
I like.
Yeah, we give them credits in our show descriptions if you guys want to check them out. And I think I just linked directly to the website that we get it from, and they have a bunch of what is it? Not the open source, but
It's there. You can do it.
commercial commons. I forget what it is, but basically, like, as long as you give them credit, then you have permission to use it for things.
Mm.
That's cool. Shout out to them.
Shout
Shout
them.
out band.
But it's time to play the no name trivia game.
Yes.
So, for those that haven't played before, I'm going to ask 10 questions. I am going to say the question, and once the question's over, you raise a hand and try to be the first one to get it if you think you know it, and then you can guess. If you guess wrong, that gives the other people a chance to steal. You only get one guess.
Do we have like a few seconds to guess so we can't be like,
If you're taking too long, I will cut you off.
Okay.
Has any guest ever won the trivia game before?
Yes.
Who?
One of Bella.
Oh, Bella one. Yeah.
Bella dominated.
Yeah.
I think we had to be like, okay, well, I guess the person that got 2 points wins.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Or
Yeah,
got
Bella's
rocked.
great at trivia. Like, I can't wait until she gets back and have her on my trivia team. Once I start doing trivia.
It's like, wait, you have a trivia team?
No, I need to join one.
Wander Tuesdays.
You mean when we're? mean, when we're doing Dungeons and
I had
Dragons,
that. Yeah, we had that.
Dungeons and
yesterday.
Dragons. Oh shit! Yeah, we're
Dude,
doing
it's-
Dungeons.
figure out another day. But today is the day for our trivia, the
Let's do it.
no-name trivia game. Let us begin, participants. Cully, you are defending your championship title. Let's get it on.
I have my belt.
Took my streak from me, little
I struck.
fucking.
All right.
That's me.
Lake Superior State University offers questing licenses for what mythical creature? Keenan.
Loch Ness.
No. Chance for a steal?
You're like,
The fuck are you talking about?
I know. Such a weird question.
Quest credits?
Questing licenses.
License.
All right, you're taking a little too long. Unicorn is what I was looking for.
Oh,
It's like the only one that I was thinking of.
I thought I was at the lake.
I thought unicorn, but I was like, that's stupid.
I thought lake stuff.
What
Which
state?
that makes sense.
Thank you.
Sorry.
What state banned margarine for 72 years to protect their dairy farmers? Spencer.
Wisconsin?
Correct.
Damn, that makes sense.
On the board.
Wisconsin.
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 What kind of doctor invented cotton candy?
What kind of doctor invented cotton candy?
Cully.
I'm probably wrong. Was it like a dentist?
That's correct.
Yes.
Dentist.
Damn, what?
Yeah, because they call it candy floss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A dentist invented cotton candy. That's so
Yeah.
bad. So
I mean,
bad.
Terrible.
How
Hey,
could you
have
do
to
that?
keep your clientele up,
Yeah.
right?
Turning patients, come on.
That's
Oh, yeah.
smart.
That's super.
Job security right
Yeah.
there. Yes, eat this.
How would it floss? It's so.
And it's then.
Well, yeah, it's like stringy.
But it falls. It just dissolves.
Well, you don't use it as floss. That's not the point. They just called it candy floss because it's very stringy.
All right.
It's-
All right.
On to the next one. What is the second biggest organ in the human body?
Second biggest.
Keenan.
Lungs.
Nope. Cully.
Is it your skin?
Nope.
I think that's the first
That's
biggest.
first.
Yeah.
Chance for a steal.
I don't got one.
All
I'm giving it
right.
a shot in the dark. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I
It
don't know.
is a liver.
Your lungs are smaller than your liver.
I guess so. Unless
Weird.
lungs aren't organs. Or this website lied to me.
I feel like your lungs
could
are
be
just
too.
big. I don't. Maybe livers are huge.
Anyway,
Anyway.
what was the first food eaten in space? Keenan.
I don't know if that counts actually. Tang.
Tang? Nope.
That's it. Not
What did you say?
Tang.
Tang.
I
It's
think that
powder orange juice.
that was like the first drink, though. I'm pretty sure.
I was like, is that food? Because it's powder.
Chance for a steal. Cully.
Oh, sandwich.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, sandwich.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Close. Applesauce.
Oh.
Okay, Tang is equally food of applesauce. Tang. One's an
I mean,
orange.
I would
powder.
have counted Tang if it was the first, but it wasn't. It was
Yeah.
applesauce.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm just
It would have
saying.
been correct if it was correct.
Just think.
But it wasn't
yeah.
correct,
Have you guys had
so-
Tang before? Yeah, it's not
Oh,
good.
so good. It's the
not good.
best
Really?
orange drink
It's not good.
Really?
Oh,
you just find it
so-
in any local
You can get it.
grocery store?
You can get it anywhere.
Yeah, it's
Space
like a
orange
powder.
juice.
Tang, yeah.
Is there a specific brand? Or is it
It's
Just
Tang.
Tang.
Tang brand.
It's
That's-
just
that's the
Tang.
brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tang is so good.
No,
There's
All
probably
right.
been duplicates, but it's not the real one.
it's not the
No.
real one.
Speaking of duplicates, what do you call a singular spaghetti?
The fuck?
Cully.
A spaghetti.
No.
Okay.
Chance for a steal?
Noodle.
Nope.
A
Yeah.
macaroni.
Nope. It is a spaghetto.
Oh,
Fuck.
Wow.
It's not spaghetti-o. It's not a circle.
It's not circle.
What is the most stolen food in the world?
Most stolen food.
Food.
Food. Cully.
Like apple or something?
Nope. Spencer.
Bread.
Nope.
That's what I was gonna guess.
Chance for a steal.
It's not apple or bread.
3, 2,
Cookie.
1. Nope. Cheese.
Cheese. Oh. Why?
I don't know. I feel like it's probably more of a delicacy
Europe
in
thing, but probably
other
more so.
cultures.
I swear to God, people are stealing that like maggot cheese.
Ugh.
That shit's so fucking gross.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What instrument is considered the hardest to play by musicians?
These are hard.
Cully.
The triangle.
No.
I know it's not correct.
What
It's
instrument
funny.
is considered the hardest to play by musicians?
Keenan.
Violin.
Nope.
Mm,
Chance for a steal.
Tired of hearing no. Jesus.
clarinet.
No. French horn.
Oh, so it's a blow instrument though.
Ah,
Yeah, it blows.
Blows.
that's funny. My friend plays the French horn.
Ah,
Yeah.
they're a different breed.
Yeah, she's out there. she's pretty out there. So makes sense.
What does a Geiger counter measure? Keenan.
Radioactivity.
Bitch.
I'll take that.
What the fuck else would you say?
Radiation.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. Yeah, radiation.
Yeah. But, I mean, same difference.
Yeah, yeah. Same. What's
Same,
the
same.
difference?
What's the difference?
Same, but different.
Might need to figure that out. Okay. What season of The Office did Steve Carell leave? Keenan.
5.
Nope.
Fuck. Really?
Cully.
It's like 12.
Nope.
What?
Chance for a steal.
It was.
It was later, huh?
10.
It was.
10. Nope. Season 7.
Oh.
Shoot.
He was there for a long
Shoot.
while. Like,
yeah. I thought they had.
They didn't go to
few
12.
episodes,
I was
though.
like,
Yeah, because who was it? Will Ferrell that came
yeah.
in?
Will
well, they had a
Ferrell and then
lot
his
of
friend.
people. They had the guy from like the Red List or whatever. He was
Huh?
like the Lizard King. He's like, I'm the fucking Lizard King.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Blacklist guy.
Blacklist. That's the
Yeah.
The,
yeah.
Oh, he. Yeah, I know that actor.
I don't know his name.
How many seasons did they do? Total of. that
I
show?
thought they did more.
I
but-
think they did 9.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I
Really?
don't know.
I thought it was. I thought it was more too.
Yeah. Weird.
But looking at your guys' scores, I think it's all tied up 1-1.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to do
Oh,
a
jeez.
little thing here. So
Wow.
let's see if we can. I'm gonna try to make it a good range. Where were the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights stored during World War II?
Stored.
Stored. Cully.
Fort Knox.
That is correct.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Beep.
Holding the champion. Cheap.
Fort Knox, baby.
I was thinking of the other fort where they like bombed a bunch of the things with the submarines, or the ships, not submarines. Pew pew.
Pearl Harbor.
Nope, on the East Coast. I don't know what it's called. That's why.
Yeah, I know nothing about the East Coast. Florida's over there, I think.
Yeah,
We don't talk about
that.
Florida.
Yeah,
God damn it.
It's the armpit of the United States.
it really is.
Well, Tallahassee's the pit.
Taha, it's rough over there.
It's real rough. Sorry, Florida.
Yeah. Is that it?
That is it. That is the game.
Oh,
that
so
was
that was sudden
the
death.
tiebreaker. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Just got to get out there.
I win. Yeah.
Good job, Cully.
That was fun.
Very fun.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's,
love praise.
There's a lot of no's in that one.
There's a lot of no's. Yeah.
It was hard. It was good though.
I think we're getting worse at our trivia.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we got all the easy questions out of the way, and now we're like, okay, what's a question we haven't done before?
What color is not red?
How do you spell red?
Yeah.
LST red.
Yeah, I love that video.
Yeah. That guy's that's an anomaly of a human being. Right there.
That's so funny as shit. Oh my god, they're all fucking dying laughing. Like, no. How do you spell red? R-A-D. Correct. Yeah, was it L-A-S-T-E-R?
Yeah. And then he says red.
L-A-S-T-E-R. Red. Fucking funniest thing. Oh man.
Well, this is going to be towards the end of our episode here. Spencer, thank you so much for coming on the show. I wanted to ask if you had anything that you wanted to shout out.
My mom, my pop, my
Yeah.
brother's pretty cool.
It's all right.
All you guys, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for
Uh,
coming.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Spearmint Zins. You got to you got to see those on camera. That was cool. I don't know. It was super fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. And yeah, I don't know a lot about mandrills and baboons, nor viruses or bacteria, but I learned a lot today.
Now you know.
The thing is, dude, like I've learned a lot being on this shit because we're
Yeah.
like every time we come in, we're like doing a class presentation, kind of like easier, but like how many episodes now? 20 fucking.
Well, this
like
is episode
19?
18.
18.
Jeez.
Not including hot takes.
Not including
Every
hot
one of
takes.
them, we have 3 topics. So there's like 58 topic. That's not right. 50 something topics we've talked about.
It's a lot of shit.
And I'm like, a lot of it I remember, and it's cool to like
Yeah.
learn shit. And yeah.
I have that moment like throughout the day. It'll just be like,
Wow.
oh, I
Yeah,
remember that from
I'm
the
like, wow, I know
podcast.
that.
Oh, I
So
learned
if you
something.
guys are looking for an informational comedic essence to your listening on your Tuesday morning, tune in
Or any other day.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's when it drops. That's
Well,
when
yeah,
gotta
but you can listen to any day. That's-
Yeah,
no, we
that's
gotta
true.
listen Tuesday.
Okay.
Oh, I'm super excited to see how this podcast transcends and continues to grow, and
It's gonna
I'm
blow
sure
up.
It probably already has.
Coming
from
after-
the first one, you guys
Coming after
did,
Joe
right?
Rogan.
It has. Yeah. It's grown a lot. It's just fun. It's like even if this is what it is. Like this is fun.
Yeah,
It's just weird to.
Hey man, I wrote my like
Sit.
Jim Carrey. I wrote a check for myself, $500 next year.
$500.
Put it in my wallet.
Might cash that out later.
Yeah.
That's that.
Sick. Fuck,
See what
we need to get gas.
I don't know. I didn't expect it to be like. Well, I mean, of course, it's entertaining talking to all of you guys, but in this like structured environment with microphones recording and the camera on you, it's pretty fun. It's,
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a bit, but
Yeah.
it's it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It feels like we're getting paid to do it. We're not.
We're not.
Yeah.
Josh paid.
It would be so sick. Yeah, we don't get paid for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Josh get paid first, and then we get scraps.
Oh, one last shout out. Follow my LinkedIn page. That'd be cool.
There you go.
Do it.
Yeah.
What's
Spencer C. Barnett.
okay?
I'm looking for a job.
Yeah, help
Cool.
a brother out. You're about to graduate. What degree you getting there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a marketing major, graduating with focus in data analytics. Woohoo!
Smart
Um,
shit.
Yeah. I love consumer behavior though. The hot topics about like rational decision making and like how consumers purchase things is super fascinating to me. I don't know. I love talking to people about why people buy expensive shit for no reason.
Consumer behavior is kind of
Yeah.
like sheep. Like it's this conversation about like the parameters that people like live in and like, what makes them actually happy and what like they follow because it's
Well,
fucking
I mean, it's
fascinating.
entirely subjective, which is
Yeah.
why it's fun to study and
Yeah.
get people's opinions on.
That's a very interesting.
That's
topic.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
That
cool.
I want to talk more about things like that where we like kind of like I what comes to mind for me is like topics from college about like when I did the philosophy kind of topic, it was like really cool getting into like the just like the essences of life, things like that more so. Like and I love
Yeah.
talking about things like this, but I do want to have some episodes where we kind of get deeper and like talk about things that you normally wouldn't think about. Like that. It's a really good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might steal that from you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, maybe we'll bring you back on and talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm invited, I'll be back.
Yeah,
Okay,
That'd be cool.
Sick.
there we go.
Well, thank you for hopping on, and thank you for listening to this episode of What's the Diff? Next week, we'll be discussing extrovert versus introvert, bees versus wasps, poison versus venom. Have an opinion on something?
That's a snake.
Sting. Bees response. Sting.
Sting.
Honey.
Snake.
Have an opinion on something we've already discussed? Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a voicemail at 802-884-3553 or send a voice clip to us at hellowhatsthediff@gmail.com.
Do it.
Dare
Shit.
you.
Yeah. Fucking dare you. I see
Fucking
you looking right now.
Dare you.
Do it.
Well, anyways, bye.
Bye.